I guess I have to sit back and wait until I get some people in here. Maybe I won't get no people in here. Maybe I won't get no people in. I don't know. Where the comments at? Where the comments at? Where everybody at? What's going on, Smiley? Man. I just get out my brother chat. He got 600 in there. I can't. I guess I listen. And the funny thing about it is, they said everything that I've been saying for so long about player development and about the talent we have on this team. And the fan base killed me for saying everything that my brother Coach Hayes said. So Coach Hayes, and everything that my brother Streeter said, I've been saying the same thing for years about the talent, about we have the talent, and everybody has been killing me. People, but on at the same time, oh, yes. Hold on, let me see something because I'm amazed at how I've been getting killed, how I've been getting killed, how I've been getting killed. And Coach said he has to put this on coaching, but I've been getting killed for it. I've been getting killed for it. Like I say, I just got off. He has 600 in the chat. I can't get 50. Like I say, sometimes it's hard being the most hated when you tell the truth. Now, I love the fault that I saw from Miami tonight. I hated the missed tackles. I hated the whiffs. I hated this elbow fucking tackling shit. I mean, this shoulder tackling shit. I hated everything about that. The only thing that I liked was the fight. I liked the heart. I liked Tyler Van Dyke on his knees crying because he know he should have won that game. Since 2018, I said everything that Coach Hayes and Streeter said tonight. And I was even commenting in the comment section that I've been saying this. And every fucking body been, and people wonder why I get so fucking mad, why I get so upset. Because I can't say shit that other people say. And it's unbelievable. So what do I need to, how do I need to say it? Y'all guys tell me how I need to talk, man. Explain to me how I need to talk. Because we have the talent on this team. I gave it last night. Streeter said 28. We actually have 25. And Georgia has 35. No need to. Me and Coach Hayes, I'm always on Coach Hayes' show. Coach Hayes is always on my show. I shouldn't have to. Coach Hayes should not have to use me to be validated. I should not have to use him to be validated. Like we should not have to use each other to be validated. Because these are things that I was saying. These are things that I've been saying when Coach Hayes wasn't doing videos and things I've been saying. He's been regurgitating when he's been doing them. I'm just saying, why do I have to always get validated by somebody else? And I love Coach. Coach is probably one of my best friends on earth. So who cares what have who cares what we have? It's the same results. How do we fix the issue? What do you care if I tell you how to fix the issue? Because if I tell you how to fix the issue, you may not listen to what I say, but somebody else say you the exact same thing. You'll probably listen. And I do care about these kids fighting. I do care that I saw some fight in these kids tonight. I do care about that. I care. So when you ask who care, I care that I saw some fight in these kids tonight. I care. But who do I think can fix the issue today? I think Ed Reed can fix the issue today. I think Ed Reed can fix the issue today. I truly believe that. That's why I think can fix the issue today. You know, I hear stuff. I'm about to sit back and see if I can at least get 200 in the chat because Coach Hayes has 600 in the chat. I might have to sit back and see if I can at least get 200 in the chat tonight. I mean, is anybody going to share? Is anybody going to share? You know what I'm saying? I might see if I can at least get 200 in the chat tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm miffed. Hit the like button. Because I'm going to talk my shit tonight. Got 54 in the chat, 26 likes, 2 dislikes. Hit the like button. Because yeah, I'm gonna get in my I'm gonna talk in my feelings tonight. I'm gonna get in my feelings tonight. That's how I'm gonna talk tonight. I'm gonna talk in my feelings tonight. I'm gonna lay back tonight. I'm gonna talk in my feelings, man. That's how I'm gonna talk to y'all tonight. I'm gonna talk in my feelings tonight. That's how I'm gonna talk to y'all tonight, man. I'm talking my feelings, man. That's how I'm gonna talk tonight. Oh, maybe I need to come in with a lot of motherfucks. Fuck this, fuck that. Maybe I need to come in with a lot of that. Because I've been working my ass off doing this shit since 2015. And everything that Coach Hayes and Street has said tonight, I've been saying it. And anybody who watches this channel know that I've been saying everything that they've been saying. Fuck Daniel Boone. Most definitely, Ed Reed won't let them boys leave the meeting room without picking up their trash. People keep saying Mel Tucker. I don't want Mel Tucker. I want somebody. And you say Mel. You said Mel Tucker 15 times. I don't want I want Ed Reed. That's who I want. I want somebody who actually gives a fuck about this program, who is not going to use this program as a stepping stone to go somewhere else. I want somebody who actually, let me explain something to you. And I said it last time, I'm gonna say it again. The University of Miami, the NCAA, and the fan base took. Everybody want to know what happened to Miami? They took our fucking tradition away. We no longer have a tradition at Miami. These players are no longer allowed to be players. These players are no longer to have emotion. These players are no longer allowed to be who they are. That's what Miami was, man. If you was from Carroll City, or if you was from Liberty City or Overtown, or you was from Miami Gardens, or you was from Pork and Bean Projects, you were allowed to be who you were as long as you were not disrespectful. You were allowed to be hood in a good way. Now they want you buttoned up, and they want all of this. They took away who the you used to be. They took away. That's what happened to Miami. That's what made Miami so different from every other fucking team in the NCAA. That's what made Miami great, was these kids were allowed to be who they were. They were allowed to be the kids in their environment. Now we have to be white, basically. We can't be who we are. anymore at Miami. So how do we get back there? Give me Ed. Give me Ed. That's how we get back there. Give me Ed. Give me somebody who understands what it's like to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Come from the gutter. Because Manny Diaz never had to fight a day in his life. He was born wealthy. So he don't understand the struggle. Give me Ed Reed. He don't understand these kids. Give me Ed Reed. Big homie, I'm not going to lose it. I'm just talking in my soft voice. I'm talking in my soft voice tonight, bro. Because my brother had 600 people in his chat, and they said the exact same thing that I've been saying for years, and I can't even get 200. So right now, I'm on the emotional high, on the emotional low, because not only did my Hurricanes lose today, and they fought their asses off, I got validated today and still lose. So they lose and I lose. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sitting here giving the same advice that everybody giving my same opinion. Mostly everybody else get the same opinion. Here go my brother right here. You asked a question. Here we go. Big bro, what's going on with you?
Man, I'm hot, dog.
I'm telling these guys, man. I sat down and listened to both my brothers speak tonight. And they say the same thing I've been saying for years. This first time I've heard Coach Hayes say, the first time I heard Coach Hayes say, like, just flat out put it on coaching. He flat out put it on coaching. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here listening to Coach Hayes, and I'm like, that's what a man does. He said, my coaching fraternity, me coming from this coaching fraternity, I have to put this on coaching. Then I sat down. I listened to my brother Streeter break down. Actually, we have 25, not 28, but 25. How many NFL players we got? Same thing I said yesterday. Same thing I've been saying about the talent level that we have. I've said that for 5 years in a row. How our talent level is number 2 to only Clemson in the last 5 years in the ACC. My bad, 7 years in the ACC, but number 2 in recruiting. So we have the talent to at least win. But people say we don't have talent. But I got validated tonight because I sat here and listened to both my big brothers sit there with 600 motherfuckers in the chat and say the exact same thing I've been saying for years. So this is why I don't have to scream and yell and nothing, because it's not like they've heard me say it, but to hear them say it, I'm good. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I mean, I don't know if everybody saw, but yeah, I mean, that's what it is, bro. Like, at the end of the day, we want to help these shorties, right? We want to get these kids opportunity to be better. We want to get these kids opportunity to be the best, whatever their name is, could be, right? The best Hurricane Zoe you could be, the best Zach McLeod, the best Mark Pope, the best whatever. And we have the talent, dog. We don't have the mastermind. We have time. Bro, can nobody say
You know
in this?
what, Coach? But you know what, Coach? He's been killing
Oh,
me for the
I'm gonna go
past
back.
3 years.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back and say this right quick. Purdue just beat Iowa State. I mean Iowa, ranked number 2 team in the nation. That's a signature win for that coach. And you gonna tell me we don't have better talent than Purdue? You gonna tell me Vandy loses to South Carolina by $1? They were winning the game. They lost by a point. We don't tell me we don't have better talent than Vandy. You gonna tell me? I mean, I could probably go down the list and see the different teams that have lost. And teams lose. Don't get me wrong. But you can't tell me we in this. Come on, dog. Come on.
Coach, you know what? I said it last night, and I mentioned your name. I mentioned your name about when we were talking about coaching and everything. Also, when I mentioned your name, and I said it, and I say it right now. I mentioned last night. We'll pull it up.
Mhm.
Let Coach Hayes be the head coach. I want Ed Reed, but these are reasons why I say what I say, and I could be wrong when I say Ed Reed because they say he has no coaching yet. He's never coached. Okay, I can go with that. My thing is, we lost Miami when we took the tradition away. The tradition. Your boy asked what happened to Miami tonight. What can we do? We don't allow the difference between Miami and every other college team is we allowed our kids to be them. We allowed our kids to be themselves. You know, we weren't butting up kids from the suburbs. They didn't make them. They didn't try to make them act that way. They are not allowed. They are, from my understanding, they're not allowed to have any emotion in practice. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
Yeah, I mean that plays a huge part in it. It does too, so that plays a huge part, right? Because attitude plays a part in how you, as the old saying is, your attitude dictates your altitude, right? So I get that. But we also have to teach them how to get up there. We have to teach them how to get to that altitude, right? So Warren Sapp wouldn't be Warren Sapp if nobody taught him. He still was a bad
you,
boy.
yes, sir.
But you,
Yes,
but
sir.
you got to teach him. Guess what? As good as Sean Taylor was, somebody had to get him to understand the angles, to understand what this is, understand the defense, right? Just because you're athletic don't mean you can play this game because you're athletic. It shows you have the ability to play this game. But now, especially now, football is so smart. It just ain't brute strength anymore. You got to be mental up here. You have to understand. You have to see things before they happen because the game is so different.
See,
And
the
so
thing,
I'm saying this.
I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing
Yeah,
with you on all of
yeah,
that. Just don't take that part away from them. Add to it.
totally agree. Totally agree. The only thing I'm gonna say, and I said this on the show about James Williams, again, the game has changed. So James Williams can be him, but he can't be him in the face of the other color jersey because
You
it's gonna
know,
be a penalty. He has to be him on his own teammate. Like, so be you. You want to be fired up? You can't go jabber, jabber, jabber back and forth because it's now a penalty. You used to get away with that. That has changed. So now those things hurt you in the game. So, yes, I want you to be you, James, but be you. There's no penalty for yelling at your own player. So
see, but
go.
that's the difference. That's the difference in a motherfucker from the who cursed in the hood, a motherfucker who understand these kids. That's the difference. So what you telling me, coaches, I can say to you, coach, we fucked them boys up. I can come to you and be me, but I can't go to them and be me. You know the problem is we don't have coaches that know that understand that.
I agree. Like, I want you to change. I want you to be fired up, but there's rules to it, right? So now, because they don't want you to be individuals in football, right? So what do they want you to do? Because they don't want you to be an individual in football. What do they want you to do? You got to be, even when you celebrate after a touchdown, you notice they never throw a flag as long as you're celebrating with your team. If you celebrate solo or in the face of somebody, it's going to be a flag. But if you that's why if you notice a lot of coaches have their team go run to the guy who scored to eliminate that because hey, ref, he's celebrating with his team. That is taught. That is part of being taught that hey, as soon as he scored, hurry up and surround him because he's emotional. He gonna celebrate whether you there or not. So what do you do to eliminate the flag? Hurry up and surround him.
Pick them up, throw them up in the air, something. Whatever
Yeah,
you do, don't
right.
get that flag.
No, but surrounding, put him in
Yeah,
the circle. So now he's celebrating with you guys. But if he's by himself, right? Remember what was game was that? I think Cam jumped in the stands. Remember he scored the long run and
yeah.
jumped in the stand. He celebrated by himself. That's a flag. But guess what? If his team, because he was emotional, he ran. But if his team hurried up and rallied around him, it would never have been a penalty. So James, you make a sack, you make a big hit. All them other defenders hurry up and run around him. Celebrate with him. That's still being you, but within the rules of the game.
I can, and I've said it 1,000 times. Coach Hayes came into my life last year, thanks to Brother Jay Blade, and has mentored me and made me a way better YouTuber. Actually, made me a better man. And we talk about, and I'm older than Coach. That's why I say age has nothing. I'm older than Coach Hayes. Coach Hayes has made me a better person, better man. We talk on the phone for hours. When we get it's hard to get off the phone, we on the phone. Like we talk about, we talk about building. We talk about everything that is as being men.
We were
So
talking about doggone flow mats in that car for.
Put my
Man,
floor mat, put my
man,
floor mats in my car, making them car seats.
this man that took Home Depot floor mats and made car seats. Like, bro,
And
you
they and they fire. And they are fire. I promise you, they
I
fire.
ain't mad at
Hey, but I mean, this is what we do. But it's made me a better man. It's made me a better person. It's made me grow. You know what I'm saying? Because you never judged me. You gave me a ass of advice and never judged me because you know me because you grew up as me basically. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with a whole bunch of people around you that was like me, that hothead or whatever, what else, and you coached a whole bunch of people who maybe didn't get that same type of what I'm saying mentorship as I didn't get that same mentorship as a young man. Didn't get it because it wasn't there for me. So as I got older, I basically had to mentor myself. But I accept mentorship now to this day. That's how we grow. And that's what I'm saying about these kids. Like we wonder why these kids can't grow because they don't have the correct mentors around them. We go to play calling. I need to go to my sister Smiley J. Smiley asked about play call. I'm trying to find your post, Smiley.
Smiley. I
Well,
think she is a lady, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby girl. I love Smiley to death. That's my baby girl.
Smiley, what's up, Smiley? I seen you in the chat earlier.
Do me a favor. Anytime you see her or Miss K or somebody, if you looking out, you know what I'm saying, like these comments up because these are the women like her, Miss K, Lady J, my little sister,
Victoria,
Victoria, like Staple Gang, yeah, like they actually, you know what I'm saying, to have the women that we have to come in and comment and I'ma always highlight their comments, you know what I'm saying. But when we talk about the play call, and me and Coach was on the phone at halftime. This was me and Coach on the phone at halftime, and we was talking throughout the game back and forth. I called him for a second, we'd talk. He called him for a second, we'd talk, and we looking at the difference between Tyler Van Dyke in the first half and Tyler Van Dyke in the second half. And Coach, I was getting mad. Coach was getting mad, but Coach was like, we got wait for the second half because this is his first start it's a road start against North Carolina. You can say North Carolina's not good. You can say they don't have the talent we have, whatever. When you are a freshman, even though you're a redshirt freshman, when you are a freshman and this is your first start on the road and you got to go to Chapel Hill, you up in North Carolina. Listen, North Carolina has a rich tradition in football, bro. Like this, let's not get this shit twisted. Like they don't have NFL players, bro. They got NFL. They got just they as a history they are loaded with NFL players, NFL talent.
Yeah, that corner, excellent. That Tony Grimes.
Oh yeah, that wide receiver.
Oh, Josh Down. He on my fantasy league.
Exactly.
He put up 21 points for your boy right now.
So, but when Tyler Van Dyke as a redshirt freshman can come in and not play great in the first half, but light it up in the second half and make a bad play, it wasn't the interception. I was mad at the interception until I saw that young man get on his knees and cry. When I saw that, I knew that he played with his heart. I knew that shit killed him. And I'm willing to bet you that shit is not going to affect him in a bad way. That's going to affect him in a good way. That's my bet.
Yeah, here's my thing, right? I mean, the interception.
And I'm sorry, and Cynthia Wilcox. So I'm sorry, I make sure.
Oh yeah, she hit me. What's up, Ms. Wilcox? She bust my head today, though. She bust my head. I gotta say. So big shout out to Ms. Wilcox. But here's how I look at it. In from that last play, I really don't knock the last play. Those things happen. I mean, who knows the ball gets batted down and intercepted by an old lineman?
It got batted there about 10 times too. It wouldn't hit the ground.
I mean, it's just what it is. Now, in hindsight, but again, this goes through experience. In hindsight, if you know you're having problems with batted balls, right? That's when you throw perimeter balls. You got to try to get the first. You don't throw them over the middle. You throw the perimeter balls because those typically don't get batted down. Also, those typically don't get intercepted, even though I said that and we intercepted one, but that was a bubble screen. But I'm talking about because we had to get the first in order to stop the clock to come in, spike it, and then bring in the field goal unit, right?
I think he was going for the touchdown. I think he wanted the touchdown.
No, I don't think. Well, no, he couldn't have. He couldn't have. He didn't have any more timeouts.
No, I think he was going. It was either tight end or wide receiver that was at the goal because you remember it was only 20-some yards that way. I think it was a tight end or wide receiver.
On that play, yeah. I mean, if it was there, sure, yeah, no problem.
That's what I think he was going for.
Yeah, but whatever it was, the goal was to get beyond the first down because you stop the clock, you get out there, you spike it, bring the field goal unit out, boom, you're good. I don't have a problem with the management in that part right there. I really don't. What I say is, let's go back to the beginning. I always say that when you find problems in anything, you got to find the root of the problem. And the root of the issue, technically speaking, was at the very beginning. You know, you got a young cat. His very first play is the flea flick. I get it. That was a confidence deal, but that's highly unlikely it works, right?
That's high risk, low reward, basically.
Yeah, right. Low percentage is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, after that, I was okay with that, believe it or not. I didn't like it because in my mind, I'm saying we are, again, the University of Miami, and we got to gimmick our first play to try to start a spark. That's how I looked at that play. But my flip side to that is, then you gave him no confidence throws. Give him easy throws. As long as they're completions. I don't care if you get 1 yard, 6 inches, 10 yards. Build a confidence in the young man. Then he can gradually take it down the field, do things. Give him easy confidence throw. Because I must say this, and I didn't say this on my show, I got hot. Our offensive line blocked well on the passing. Our offensive line blocked extremely well passing the ball. They did. I have to say that.
They block pretty decent on zone runs too. Not on up the middle runs, but I mean not great. Those counter runs, not zone runs. Those counter runs.
We didn't run no counters. We didn't run no counters.
Well, maybe old boy made it look like a counter there. Maybe
everything was inside, outside zone. The difference is Rooster has the agility and the ability to make plays through those. Those are the type of runs you give those type of guys.
Yeah.
You don't give that to a Cam Newton straight downhill runner. He is a tackle. Yeah, he's a gap scheme runner. That's what I'm trying to say. Because remember, we never saw Rooster the first 4 games because he'd been out.
Yeah.
So, but again, you have the same running plays for 2 different styles. As I used the analogy on my show, it's trying to push Shaquille O'Neal at center and tell him, "Oh, go play point guard." He doesn't possess the skill set.
Yeah.
But he can still score 2 points, right?
Yeah.
He can still score 2 points if he lay it up, dunk it on the dude. But why would you put him 8 feet away from the rim to score 2 points?
And it tells like when he's in there and they spread that ball out, when they spread it out and that line spreads, he is dynamic. But like you say, when they have everybody tight up and you expecting him to basically, do 2 or 3 cuts to get to the line, that's not who he is. He's a one cut back.
Cam is a one-cut guy. And see, he doesn't have the agility to get away when the zone breaks down. When they get penetration on the zone, when he's getting the handoff, he's usually getting hit. He doesn't have that he has that one jump cut, but he doesn't have the limberness. He doesn't have the ability to get away from it. That's what I'm trying to tell a guy in my chat. That he's like, well, Cam is bad. No, Cam is in a different system. And I use this example.
I never said Cam was better than anybody. And that's what bugs me out. I said Cam is not as bad as people say he is.
No. I'm not saying you.
No. I'm saying no because people. I know, like people say, well, you think Cam is just. No, I do not. I just don't think he's as bad as y'all say he is. I'm not talking about you.
No, but he's not as bad. What I think is his system is bad. For example, everybody know who Kenny Walker is? You know who that is?
Kenny Skywalker?
No, Kenny Walker.
I'm talking about Kenny Skywalker. I'm a Knicks fan. That's the only Kenny Walker I know.
I know you know. You know a Kenny Walker. Think hard about it. He wear green and white. He the running back for Michigan State.
Oh shit!
Here go the thing.
I know him now. Why you do that shit to me, man? Stop! I'm getting flashbacks, man.
But hear what I'm saying. Exactly. Hear what I'm saying. When he was at Wake Forest, he wasn't the same Kenneth Walker because of the system he was in. He said he transferred because the system did not fit his running style. Now he's in a system that fits his running style. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing.
Y'all ain't got to keep putting this conversation in the chat.
Right? It's not to say he was less talented. It doesn't fit his style. Would Shaquille O'Neal be working in the running? I don't know much about basketball like that. Would he work well in the running gun offense?
No.
Basketball? No.
They tried it in Phoenix and it didn't work. They tried it and it didn't work.
So does that make him less of a player? No, it makes him less of a player in that offensive system. And that's the same thing with Cam. That's what he's struggling with right now.
What's going on, Louisiana? That's co-host. What's going on, man? Everybody was saying, do I think Manny should be fired after this game? That's hard, that's hard for me to say he should be fired after this game. But I mean, I want Ed. So if they fire him tonight, I mean, that's me personally. Me personally, I want Ed. I don't listen to him.
You ready? Yeah. So I said this too, and again, I'm referring to a lot of things I said in the show in case people missed it. But if you fire Manny Diaz now, here's what I'm gonna say, and I said this is the most oxymoronic state. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching football over here. It's the most You know what I'm watching? And I'm gonna tell you,
you can't do that. I want 100%. 100%.
I do it on my show, believe it or not, because I gotta see. I'm gonna tell you why I'm looking at it, because I'm gonna get to the second part of what you were just saying. But this is gonna be the most backwards thing I'm gonna say. If you fire Manny Diaz right now, it'll be worse than what it is on the field. And I'm gonna tell you why I say this. The kids are at least competing. If it goes in the hands of someone else and becomes a catastrophe, not only have you lost, but right? Not only have you lost everything, and you are starting over from scratch.
That's what I said. I did a 15-minute video before you went on, and that's what I said. I said I can't fire Manny after this game. I said I can't because I at least saw a fight. I didn't see a win, but like this was probably most impressive loss Manny has ever had. Like just being like I saw a fight. I saw a whole bunch of yards given up. I saw a whole bunch of mistakes, but I didn't see quit, and that's the first time I didn't see a team quit on Manny.
And you know what? This is what you expect from year one from a coach.
Yeah.
This time of year.
Yeah.
What you're seeing today is what we should have expected from here year one, week 6, week 7.
Exactly.
Not year 3. I know you say year 6 because of defense, but being the head man, not what you've seen year 3. Year 3 of this, and you're bringing back 19 of the 22 starters.
The reason why I say defense is because he's actually been in control of the defense for 6 years. And I just haven't seen the fight. His defenders should we should not even be discussing defense, in my opinion. Like we shouldn't even be. Defense should not just be fighting. Like they should be dominating games. We shouldn't even be discussing defense. Even though I'm happy with the fight the defense put up tonight, everybody wants to get on Rhett Lassie first. This is second year. His first year, he didn't have a quarterback he wanted. Okay, it was a whole different scheme. All right, the second year, he didn't start with the quarterback he wanted to start with. He had to change schemes for each quarterback, which is not the easiest thing to do, which is not the hardest thing. Might not be the hardest thing to do, but it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. But this is second year, so if you can throw all this smoke at an offense in his second year, what kind of smoke you throw at a coach who's been coaching the same defense for 6 years and we have not gotten better?
I agree with all that, but I'm gonna tell you why I push back. If you're the guy you say you are, if you're the coach you say you are, then what my thing is, back to this. You have schemes, but back to what I was saying. And this is what you're saying proves my point, not pushing back negatively, but saying what you're saying proves my point about not being able to adapt to your players. You don't have your playbook ain't thick enough to say, you know what, I have this style of player, right? And I can only do this. You need to be able to say, I have this style of player, and he fits this piece of my playbook. Rooster fits this piece of my playbook. Not this is my playbook, and everybody has to fit in that. Same thing with the quarterback, right? Every quarterback may not be perfect. They're Division I quarterback because they made it to the Division I level. What do they do well? What does this quarterback do well? Let's exploit it, right?
See, I can agree with you on that. Coach. The only thing is, like I say, no disrespect, King limited the hell out of him. I think if it would have been if King would have had 4 more inches on him, I think King just limited the head. I think like
did he get King? Did he want a King? He's the one wanting.
No, that was a Manny thing. He didn't want King. That was the
Okay.
main thing.
So fine.
And Manny forced him on him. And it's kind of like he had to, even King himself said he never ran an RPO. He had to try to run a system, you know what I'm saying, that helped King. I just think sometimes you get players that just, I think at a lot of other positions you can kind of adapt. I think quarterback is one of those tough positions where it's just you have to have the right guy.
I agree. I agree with that. But here's the deal. In the meantime, this is what you have, dog. There's nothing else you can do about it. So what do you do? Back to what I was saying. If you don't know, go find somebody. There's so many coaches out there. Go to these NFL dudes. We do it all the time. When we was at FIU, guess where we went? We went to the Miami Dolphins and sat in their meetings, went to their practices. What I'm trying to say is there's no excuse. I use this example on my show. Even as black people, we make
you sound like me right now.
I know. I'm saying we make excuses for not having information, but everybody got this black box in their pocket.
Didn't me talk about that? We did that. We have all the excuses for not having no information, and all the information is right.
So the same thing with coaching. There's no excuse. Now you can't go to he can't go to Florida State and ask Mike Norvell what they doing, because that's the rival. But he can go to the league if you have it. Now, what I'm saying is there's no excuse. All right, listen, I got a 6-foot dude coming in at quarterback. He's shifty. He this, that, and the other. Go look at the coaches around here that have those type of guys. Guess who I would go ask?
Most definitely. You're right. You're right.
Ask the coach that's got a similar deal. How can I get the most potential out of this dude? That's just what it is. That's anything, right? Prime example, you restore cars, right?
I'm learning on my own.
Exactly. But if you have somebody that you know, if you're learning,
I'm looking at YouTube videos.
Exactly. You ain't just, man, it don't fit. Let me just hammer it in there. Nah. You go say, okay, let me figure out how to do it. And eventually you start forming relationships with people where you can go ahead and do these things with other people. Where do you think that comes from? Everybody learns from everybody. And that's all I'm saying. Don't think because you up here coaching at this level, you know everything. Because I've been in coach as a high school coach. I have asked, and I can say, I ain't going to say his name. He is a head coach right now in the SEC. I asked him a question. You know what that dude said? Coach, I don't know how to do that. We don't see that kind of stuff. I was asking about some wing T stuff because we were getting ready to play a Popka Senior High School up here in Orlando. I was in Miami. And in Miami, we don't have a lot of wing T teams. But as you go through the playoffs, you're going to meet these kind of cats. I don't see it either. So I'm at the camp. I go ask the dude, how do you guys defend this? You know what he told me? Coach, I don't know. We don't see that. I don't have no idea. But in my mind, I'm saying, if the roles were reversed and a guy asked me that, I would not let you leave my campus until I had an answer for you. I'm gonna go pick up the phone. Hey man, I guess who I'm gonna go call? I'm gonna go call Paul Rose from Georgia Tech, who run that kind of stuff, and say, what give you fits when it come to that, because he ain't coaching them no more. Those are the type of things that you got to be, whatever.
Coach, how old are you, Coach?
44.
And I'm 45. All right. Mm-hmm. How many times have I called you and asked you for your advice on just life issues?
Numerous times.
So that's what men do. Like, that's what men do. Like, it's not about your age. It's about how wise you are as a person, and the things that you went through in life can help me develop what I go through in life. Mm-hmm. You're saying the same thing about these coaches, and these coaches sometimes are too proud. Sometimes they're too proud to say, I'm going to go ask for help. Manny Diaz, prime example. Last week, he walked away from Ed Reed. This week, he stood there and listened. I don't know if he was listening. I don't know if he was hearing him, but he stood his ass there. He ain't walking away. You know why? Because of the backlash that he got. Because of the backlash that he got for turning his back on one of the greatest of all time. So he at least had to sit there. He at least had to sit his ass there and listen to what the man was saying without walking away.
Yeah. Hey, so them boys got a meme going. You know you getting fired, right?
And you know, me and you was on the phone when you called me when he did it. I saw him do it, and you called me. You said, so did you say see him turning back? I said, yeah. He said, it's over with. I said, Coach, I'm gonna kill him. And I killed him. I ran it in the ground. Everybody thought I was lying. Everybody thought I was lying. I didn't see until a couple people came in the chat and said they seen it. And when Coach A said he saw it, everybody else saw it. Listen, I was watching it, and while I'm watching Coach A, my phone ringing.
That boy say, because you know he got the mask on. He like, You know you getting fired. You know you getting fired. Hey, and you notice he never looked at. He was like this. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy say we got two different. We got the 1995 U-Haul and the 2995 U-Haul. Which one you want?
Hey, I'm gonna cause my brother, I'm gonna let my brother in. I'm gonna let him in. I'm about to let him in right now. Cause
Yeah,
he is the when I say he is on Peyton Machado. He Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Come on,
We,
Louisiana, cut that out, man. Stop it. Stop
I
it.
mean, the chat in the.
Louisiana can't stop it. Boy.
Look at, I mean, look at this. Look at this, Machota. Look at this.
I know, but guess what? I listen to y'all shows all the time, right? So when he be on there talking, I'm be like, look, Louisiana can't cut it out. You heard me? You
Yeah.
understand? You heard me?
Look at this. He is, I thought I was bad with Perry. Every comment is Machota. I got to give it. I got to give it to him. He in his bag with Machota.
Hey, cut it out. You heard me?
He is. I'm telling you, he want Machota. I can't be mad. He want Machota. But I got to say, TVD played it like second half. Man, that man was a gamer. Say he can't run, he ran. Here you go.
He's not a burner. He get you first downs. He did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
What's up, man? What's up, little bro? What's going on, man?
Hey,
talk about. Hey, Coach, how you say it? How you say it, Coach?
What's happening, baby? You heard me?
Hey, what's that, Coach?
Man, what's up with you, boss?
Not much. You know, I'm out here, you know. But
Man, I'm out here. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something that's real dear to my heart, dog. That BG, that Chopper City, hey, that album that's so gangster. I was just listening to it the other day.
Still got it. Still got it.
Sitting there with the bullets coming down. Let me tell you something, boy. That album that's so gangster. But anyway, man, you need to cut it out with this Matoka stuff, man. Stop it, man. Stop it.
I need him, man. I need him.
Hey, you want me to ask a question? You want me to ask a question, Canes Bound? You gotta you got at least send a donation or a chat or something.
Why is that? Well, no, I'm saying why you want Matoka so bad over TVD?
I'm be honest with you, right? I'm totally honest. This is a totally honest by watching him. You know what I'm saying? Coming from out of high school and stuff like that. What we had like 6 quarterbacks with Derrick King and Nkosu Perry. When you got players that can sit up there and say, "Hey, this man has an arm strength and accuracy. Y'all got to give him a chance." This man, listen, this one I'm saying to you. When I had wrote in your chat early, Coach Hayes, I wrote in. I wrote in and I said, "Hey, this man is just like Nkosu Perry. He could run. He runs a 4.52. Came out of high school. He got an arm strength, and he got accuracy."
Answer this question, though, Louisiana. Answer this question for me. Can we give TVD a chance too, though? Like, is he?
He just threw three interceptions and 1 touchdown.
I understand what you're saying, but this was his first game on the road. It's just shirt. Listen. Red shirt freshman, first game on the road in Chapel Hill, and he almost brought us back.
No. Because this man has started 3 games straight. I ain't finna make
no. This is not no. But this is his first big time game on the road. And one game he started, but they split plays. They split plays evenly between him and Garcia. The second game he started, you know what I'm saying? Like that's but like I mean Ken, I'm just saying like because if Machota get in, this is the only reason I'm saying this. If Machota get in, you want to at least give him a handful of games before you say okay he's not gonna get it.
But they won't do that.
All I'm saying is so can Van Dyke get a handful of games?
Okay, who they play against? Pittsburgh next?
I think so. All I'm saying, I'm not against Machota, right? I'm not against Machota at all. I'm not against him. All I'm saying is, I like what I saw from Van Dyke tonight, and I wasn't a Van Dyke fan. I like what I saw. I like the heart, the grit, the gut, and how bad he felt on that last interception. And that last interception wasn't on him. Like Coach said, that shit was that was that came out of nowhere.
Freak
Like,
stuff. That's just freak stuff. It happens, dog.
yeah,
That's just
Yeah,
freak stuff. Yeah, those
it,
kind
it
of plays
does.
happen.
This
he
dude here,
didn't
right?
he didn't throw a pick six. Old boy threw a pick six
Who?
from North Carolina, and he's supposed to be the top 5 pick in the draft. He threw a pick six.
I mean, he throw.
He threw a pick six though. He threw a pick six. We ain't throw.
Oh,
What's name
okay.
ain't throw? What's name didn't throw a pick six?
Who came out of winner?
They did. They did. They. Hey, I am. But if you look at, but it does. From what you're saying how good he was in high school with stats. I'm saying. What's name had the better stats except for touchdowns. He had 2 for more yards. He ran for yards that we weren't even expecting him to run for. I'm not the biggest TVD fan. I'm just saying I can't after a game like today, I can't bench him. There's no way I can bench him after a game like today.
So you can't bench him because of what?
Because of the way he played today.
And how did he play?
To me, he played great. To me, he played awesome for the first game on the road. For a first game on the road in Chapel Hill, and the second half compared to the first half, yeah, I can't blame a redshirt freshman quarterback.
Somebody always told me, you heard me? Hey, listen.
You hear me?
You lose. Hey, you can lose by a half a point. You still lost.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I got one for you then. So if the quarterback of North Carolina would have lost tonight, do you bench him?
You said what?
If the quarterback of North Carolina would have lost tonight, do you bench him?
Okay.
No. That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Because they lost to Florida State last week.
Wait. So he lost 4 games.
He lost to Florida State last week, and then Miami this week with a redshirt freshman quarterback. Do you bench him? That's a yes or no question.
I'm gonna with you. Yes, I will.
You bench I'm not benching him. Hell no. Hell, I ain't benching him.
But hold on. Let me say this, Louisiana King. Only reason I disagree because it's bigger than the quarterback. Yes, he's the face. Yeah, he's the engine. But guess what? Your engine don't go fast if your tire's flat. I don't care if you got a Lamborghini engine. If you got 4 flat tires, it ain't going nowhere.
Appreciate that $5 donation, Aaron. Cash out.
You see what I'm saying? So, yes, I understand. But think about think about this. Think about all the other things that culminate in this loss. From the missed tackles where we could have stopped them, the penalties, right?
Elbow tackles, shoulder tackles. Oh my,
but the penalty, the unsportsmanlike penalties that kept the drive alive, those all resulted in points.
One was to take a field goal off the board and they scored a touchdown.
Exactly. So it's a lot more to it than just, you know what I'm saying? So I understand your mindset, but you have to look at this thing in its totality, in all of it, because there's a lot. Because if that's the case, for every missed tackle, he need to come off the field, right? I can understand that. But everybody don't have the same. But everybody don't have the same skill set in quarterbacking. That's all I'm saying. And he's not the reason they lost within himself. He's not.
He's the reason why they stayed in the damn game. Because last year King couldn't do what he did tonight. That's facts. We got blew out last year.
Here go another example. Because we can Monday morning quarterback this. I asked people in the chat before, was cutting illegal in college football? And it's not. You want to know why? Because they tried to cut your boy 12 that picked the ball or the defensive end, right? So imagine if the offensive line on that 3-step quick drop, they cut the defensive line legs from under them. That means their hands are down. Now that ball is completed. Or possibly.
Who's saying we keep? First of all, let me answer this question for you, Cal Branch. How y'all saying we keep Manny because the kids are playing hard? First off, ain't nobody say that. First off, didn't nobody say that. So when I don't know if you're talking about somebody in the chat. But then nobody, we got 3 people in this channel. Myself, Harlem Hurricanes, so one of the greatest high school coaches in the state of Florida, and Coach Hayes, and my motherfucking Woody from motherfucking Louisiana Kane. And all of us have a lot of football smarts. No one said that we should keep Manny because the kids are playing hard. What Coach Hayes said was he thinks it's a mistake to replace Manny right now because you would lose everything, and he's coaching in the middle of the season. And he's forgotten more about football than you even know.
No, but I'm just saying. All I'm saying, Carlos, that I was just saying keep him until it becomes catastrophic. so far as till the season. If you cut him now, right?
He said TVD. Also, he said TVD was terrible for 3 quarters. Stop it. TVD was not terrible for 3 quarters. Oh my God! Some of y'all.
It's
I'm not
a learning curve in there too, Kyle. Like, and I get where you're coming from, but what I'm saying, it's bigger than rap, right? It's like some stuff, dog, is deeper than what we see out of one person. That's why this is why football is probably one of the most debated sports of all time, because there's so many moving parts, right? It ain't like tennis. When Serena messed up, she messed up.
You know, bro. You know, I'm sorry. I want you to answer this question. We ain't even gonna stick on him because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I was talking about getting rid of Manny, same motherfuckers was talking about, Zoe, you stupid. Listen, stop it, because you.
But don't worry about it.
All you doing is regurgitate what I regurgitate just a little bit later. So we ain't even gonna talk about you talking about that. I'm saying him. So we're gonna answer this question. Kane's Mount said, ask Coach Hayes, who does he want for the next head coach?
That's why I was going to try to get to it. I'm trying to stay away from it because I'm supposed to be doing a show about it. But listen,
you can stay away from it if you want to.
No, I'm going to talk about it. I don't care about that. I may not give all of the reasons, but I may give some. All right, man, damn that. I'm going in. Here's my thing. I know the two main people on the board that most people are talking about is Lane Kiffin and Mario Cristobal. That I know. I like Lane Kiffin more. I actually worked for Mario Cristobal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
you worked at FIU, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna talk to you about Ed Reed because I want to talk to you about that.
No problem.
No, we good. So I like Lane Kiffin because here's what I know. You talked about players having their identity, okay? I'm not saying that's something that Mario Cristobal won't allow. I've seen that. Recruiting is an aspect. A lot of people talk about Mario Cristobal and recruiting. And I'm waiting for somebody to tell me where he's recruited. Hear me out. Because if you tell me, I know this is why I like to call in show. I want to hear people talk about it instead of
I got somebody waiting right now. I got somebody waiting right now in the background.
All right, keyboard. I don't want a keyboard thug me to death. But what I'm saying is, when people talk about Mario being this great recruiter, now one thing I give him, he's a fiery guy. He gets you motivated. He gets you going. Blah blah blah. Lane Kiffin, I went and looked at his record and all that stuff. This cat throwing up points. He's got a Miami feel to him. This dude right now, he whipping Tennessee 28, I think 12 at half or something like that. This dude's offense is potent. Now, I have to say this. His defense is terrible. Why he doesn't ever invest in getting a good defensive coordinator, how Dabo Swinney did with a Brett Venerables, I have no idea, bro. But what I can tell you is his offenses are potent. If we consistently, week in and week out, put up 40-plus points, it's hard to beat the Miami Hurricanes, dog.
I see him too much as a quitter. I see.
Here's my deal. No, but here I agree.
I believe that as soon as things start going good for him, the next high offer, he's taking it, and no matter what.
But can I tell you something? Who doesn't? Here's my question. No, but that's part of the coaching. That's part of the job, right?
I just think I think he does it like soon. I think he does like the next best offer. I think some coaches wait around a little longer.
But that's the business, right? Every coach go in the household and say, I'm here. Because you hear the name buzz going around. Coach, I'm here for the next 4 years. Even the great Nick Saban did it. He was at Michigan State. LSU came a calling, right? Boom, he gone. Guess what? The Dolphins come a calling. Remember, he told them, I ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins come. Boom, he gone. He realized when he did his Dolphin study, his experiment, he couldn't do it in the NFL. So now, as age got up there, he built this program at Alabama. He's there. If Nick Saban was 30-some years old, and you really can't get higher than Alabama at that point.
Actually, he did get offered way more money at Alabama at that point. One team came after him, and they threw $10 million a year at him.
Let me ask you a question.
You remember that one, right?
Who did?
Texas, about a couple years ago.
Hey, this is my thing.
About 2-3 years ago, I think.
I say it all the time, right? You hear me? Is why go out, right, and get the same person that has been to several teams that haven't got the job done? Why do we need to go out and get people like that? If they never got the job done at other school, if you have been fired not once, not twice, not 3 times, why should we go out and get the same players? What are they going to do? That's
You talking about so far as Lane Kiffin?
I'm saying any coach because I be hearing all these people talking about some huge freeze and all that. Like I said, is the question is why would you want to go out and get a coach that haven't did what he say he's going to do when he come to the
All right, so let me answer that for you.
I got first of all, this question trumps all of y'all questions right now. Somebody just asked me how can I donate. So, this money,
Dollar sign, hey, dollar sign.
you see the thing going on? I might have the wrong one in. I got the wrong banner in there. I got to put the right banner in there. You ask me how I donate.
You donate dollar sign Coach Hayes football.
You can donate that too. You can donate that. And, hey, I don't care, long as somebody gets something out of this conversation. Like, that's how you donate right there, bro. It's at the bottom of the screen. Cash App Hurricane, all Hurricanes 076. All right, go ahead.
So here's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna ask you another question then, Louisiana Kane.
I want you to ask my question first, though.
No, I'm gonna go back, but I want to ask it because I want to answer his question because he said, "Why get a coach?"
You can't come stealing my questions, man. She was stealing my questions.
Well, the question is, Kane, what coach out there is available that's winning championship? Dabo Swinney ain't gonna leave Clemson to come here. Ryan Day ain't gonna leave to come here. And Jimbo ain't gonna leave to come here. And Nick Saban ain't gonna leave to come here. There are no other coaches that won championships in the last 10 years.
Okay, and that's
besides Urban Meyer.
That's why I said, why go out and get a coach that has been not led by
I'm on my bad night, coach. I'm on my bad night.
Not led by one team, but 2 or 3 teams. Why?
What do you mean? I'm not understanding the question.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you, right? You said that there's not enough coach right there that has the mindset of a championship.
No, not the mindset. You want to get a guy. Yeah, you want to get guys that have done it. I'm saying who out there is available that is not solidified at their school that's going to come that has won championships within the last 10 years or that's of not Butch Davis, guys. Stop. I mean, please, guys, come on.
Lane Kiffin won championship with Alabama.
He's saying what head coach out there? Head coach? There's not a head coach out there that's available that has won a national championship. Not one.
Oh, so what? That's what I'm saying.
Besides Urban Meyer.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying to you. Why go out and get them?
Because I'm not big on going to get Lane Kiffin either. But at the same time, like he has coached big time games on big time levels. Like he called the national championship game when he won. At least calling plays. He did that. I'm not a big Lane Kiffin fan because I feel like I'm a Lane Kiffin fan as a coach. I'm afraid that he'll ruin a program the way he may lead. It's not that he leads, it's the way he made it. But I could be 100% wrong about that. It's just my feelings but he has proven that he is a fucking genius when it comes to calling plays.
I'm gonna be
like that can't be taken. That can't be taken because he was in my top 3 before we hired Mark Richt. Lane Kiffin was in my top 3 as the head coach.
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? If it wasn't for,
let me let Frank in for a second because he's been back there for a long time. Hey Frank, you got noise in the background. So whatever you got in the background, you got to stop it.
If it wasn't for Nick Saban, I don't even think Lane Kiffin would have had a job.
That could be true, but that could be true. But once you kick that door down, is what you do once you get the job.
Okay,
he took that offense. He took that offense to levels it had never been before. That offense with Lane Kiffin, that was a ground and pound. Louisiana, that was a ground and pound offense who never threw the ball at all. When they got their asses handed to them and they realized that they had to open up that offense, they went and got Lane. And that's when they started throwing the ball.
Which you talking about with Alabama?
With Alabama, that championship they won with Alabama. Every championship before then, it was about Mark Ingram. It was about Ingram. It was about all the running backs. It was about the offensive line. It was about defensive line. It was not about throwing the ball. It was not about none of that.
How,
Lane
how many
Kiffin brought that spread offense. That same spread they running right now. Lane Kiffin, bro. You got all that noise in the background, bro. You got to fix that. I can't do that noise in the background.
how many
Frank,
how many championship
he
how many
won
championship
one.
did
He won
Alabama
one.
without before Lane Kiffin
It's
came
not.
in?
That's not the question. That's not what I'm saying. They got their asses handed to them the year before Lane Kiffin got there
By
because
who?
they wouldn't throw the ball. Louisiana, you have to listen to me now. They could not throw the football. They just wanted to run, 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 run. That's all they wanted to do was run. That's it. They wouldn't do nothing else. No receivers. No. You and me and coach played quarterback. Like they did not want to throw the football. When Lane got there, the reason why Nick brought Lane there was to open the offense up. And they argued on the sideline a lot. But you know who made him do that? Johnny Manziel. Because he couldn't keep up with Johnny Manziel. And Ole Miss, when they were going into them shootouts, Alabama was getting their ass whooped in every single shootout. They could not keep up with scoring the ball. The game had changed. It was about scoring. And Nick Saban was smart enough to say, you know what, man, I can't keep up with just running back an offensive lineman. So he went and got an offensive coordinator that could open it up, and they won a championship. That's facts.
Listen, how many years was Lane Kiffin there?
But I think two, because they won one year, and then the next year I think they lost to Clemson. The next year, and then that's when he gave the ball to guess who? Steve Sarkisian, who was a Lane Kiffin disciple.
So he was there what year to what year?
He was there 2 years. 1 year they won, 1 year they lost. I can't remember, but it was the year. It was the year.
He was there 14 and 16.
Yeah, and they won in what 15 or 14?
15.
15.
So let me ask y'all a question. So first of all, you know how Lane Kiffin got to Alabama? Anybody know how he got there?
No, I'm thinking. I know it had to be pushed through by Nick, but I don't know how he got there. He got two championships, one in 14 and one in 16. So he won two championships.
But that's what I'm saying. So how many championships did he win before that?
It doesn't matter. He changed. The only reason why they won, the only reason why they were able to win because he changed the offense.
Somebody said 2014 Ohio State won that year.
I don't know. I don't know what year. I don't know. I'm not 100. All I know is they had to change. Let me let Coach Hayes go. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I'll tell you right now what year they won. They won.
That's what I was looking at.
They won a national championship in 15. In 2015, they won with Lane Kiffin. They won one.
They won one.
And they won that one because of his offense.
How many championships?
That's not. It don't. Listen, Louisiana. It does not matter because if you are a Louisiana, if you are a coach, listen, Louisiana. If you,
you're not gonna do this.
Louisiana, we can argue. We can argue. That people see us argue. I have no problem. It does matter. It does. No, listen. You can't. You can't take away his championship because he was the main reason why because they wouldn't have won if he wasn't there. If they wouldn't have changed the offense, they wouldn't have won.
This is what I'm saying to you, right? This is what I'm saying to you. This is exactly what I'm saying to you, right? Lane Kiffin won one championship with Nick Saban, right? What I'm saying to you is how many championships did Lane Kiffin win? How many championships did Alabama win before Lane Kiffin got there?
That doesn't matter. It's a different scheme. It doesn't matter, Louisiana, because it's a different scheme and a different team. How many championships? Answer the question. How many championships did Miami win? How many championships did Miami win before Dennis Erickson got there? Or how many championships did Miami win before Jimmy Johnson got there? Or how many championships did Miami win before Larry Coker got there?
No. I'm making a point because you said that if it wasn't for Lane Kiffin opening up the offense, they would never won.
They knew they wasn't gonna win no time soon. They had to open. They had to. No, but what I'm saying is this: when they won before that was before they started opening up these offenses. Remember when Johnny Manziel went to Alabama and whooped their ass, and they had never. Remember Missouri first 2 years in the SEC. Missouri first 2 years in the SEC East, winning the SEC because they weren't used to spread offenses at the time. The game was changing in front of Nick Saban's eyes. And he had no way to fix it. So they had to go get an offensive coordinator so they could keep up because they could not keep up with scoring points.
They had to evolve.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead and finish what you were saying. You were saying something about what what got him there.
Yeah, I was just saying how a lot of coaches get to places. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of these coaches get jobs because they had the same agent. And they both had the same agent in Jimmy Sexton. So a lot of the agents hooked them up with each other. Because think about it. Nick Saban didn't like that. He couldn't stand him. You ever seen Nick Saban treat any other coach the way he treated Lane Kiffin? Never. So they have a lot of these coaches get coaches because they had the same agent, right? So that guy works a lot of stuff out, man. But I was gonna say this, like, I understand where Louisiana Kane is coming from, but my only question back to him, like I asked him, is who out there is available that has won championships as a head coach?
To be honest, I didn't go out there and see. I need to go.
Oh, but there is none. I'm telling you, the only people that have won championships in the last 10 years is Nick Saban, Jimbo Fisher, Urban Meyer. Who's the other guy? Come on, Dabo Swinney. I don't know anybody else. Is there anybody else that's won a national championship in the last 10 years besides those 5 guys? And so, therefore, Dabo is not going to leave. He is not going to leave Clemson.
Who coached Auburn
this year? Huh?
Who coached Auburn when they won the Natty and was it 2011?
Was it Gus Malzahn?
It was Gus Malzahn.
Yeah, it was Gus Malzahn. Yeah, it was Gus.
Yeah.
And I don't
so think about what I said 10 years, and that's 2011. Look where he is today.
Time out. Is Ed Orgeron still? Did they fire him at? They fired him at LSU already?
He just won.
Okay, somebody saying Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron is not fired at.
He ain't going nowhere.
And Ed Orgeron. But again, look at it. That was a Cinderella team. It was a great season. Not taking anything from it. But
he did something smart though, Coach. He did something that none of us. He had an offensive coordinator and an offensive play caller and got a transfer quarterback. And
hey, get them lights up.
He did something smart. That's all coaching. That's something like you say.
Matter of fact, Joe Brady is from down there at the crib. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you're 100% right. And so yeah, he did do something smart. And guess what that coach did? Guess what Joe Brady say? I'm finna go get better.
I'm out.
They all do it.
I'm out.
So my thing is this: can we worry about a guy leaving us, or are we worried about trying to fix this problem now? What I'm just trying to say is,
I want you to get my Ed Reed. I've been waiting.
But my thing is, we can't worry about a coach leaving us for a better opportunity because from Butch Day,
I'm tired of being dumb.
That's the life. Unless you're the elite program, that's what it's gonna be. That's just exactly what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They all dip to leave. You know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be. But so that's my thing. I'm gonna get more in depth about Lane and break some stuff down versus Mario Cristobal and maybe somebody else.
And Ed, you want to put Ed in that conversation?
Yeah, but and I'm gonna say this about Erie. Go ahead, Louisiana.
Not to stop you, but this is my question because I seen somebody said something right about Lane Kiffin, and my thing is I want to know how long have Lane Kiffin been gone from Alabama?
He only been going to Alabama maybe a couple of years. I know he left.
Yeah, he went to FAU. He went to FAU.
He went to FAU, coached there for a couple of years, and now he at Ole Miss, and they balling at Ole Miss.
Okay.
They were bombing at FAU.
They were bombing at FAU.
Yeah.
Like I say, I my only thing is I know you're gonna hurt me. I ain't set myself. I don't want to set myself.
But they all gonna hurt you. They all gonna give it to you.
I don't think Ed. I think if Ed is a great coach, he ain't going nowhere. I think if he becomes,
but the question is when, right? But that's the point. So now let's go to Ed Reed. Let's go to Ed Reed. Here's what I say about Ed Reed and coaching. I've said this before. I'm gonna stick to it. We all know unquestionably Ed Reed is one of the best football safety players, whatever player from a player's mindset has ever played this game, has ever done it. But that don't mean you can coach it. Now I know he did coach. Don't get me wrong, but wait a minute.
I agree.
We're talking about head coaching. Everybody in the chat now, and trust me, from the bottom of my heart, I thank y'all and appreciate y'all. But you know why? If somebody was to offer me the head coaching job at Miami, I'd take it. But
if you didn't take it, I'd be mad because I got to get in the film room.
I'll be very honest. I would be very honest. I would be doing a disservice because that is a world that I haven't lived in the head coach. Now we talking about position coach, coordinator. I'm 100% confident in me about that. If I was just coaching football as the head coach, I got no problem with that. But head coaching, the last thing you do as a head football coach on any level is coach football. You spend more time putting out fires, dealing with academics, the recruiting, the people on campus, the dude that done went into the girls' dorm room. You're doing all of this foolishness you're managing besides coaching football. There are very few that can coordinate this and do the head coach duties.
I'm about East Baltimore. We're a stepping stone, and y'all got 3 national championships. We got 5. Miss me with that fuck shit. You got 1 national championship with a fake preacher. You got 1 national championship with a fake preacher, and then you got another national championship with a child molester. Stop playing with me. Don't stop playing with me.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Gators. He always been talking that shit about Miami and stepping stone. We're stepping stone because we got way greater players than y'all got, and right now y'all got y'all cougar down there trying to get y'all recruits. She's sleeping with that shit. The milk house. I'm sorry.
I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I would be doing a disservice to the players. I believe I would be more effective today, October 16th, 2021, as the coordinator position coach, because I can do that. That I know. But what I'm talking about, all the other stuff, and that brings me back to Ed Reed. Because you did well at something doesn't mean you can do it well. Meaning, just because she's a valedictorian of school don't mean she's gonna be the best principal.
Look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time, but he ain't a great owner of no NBA.
He's Baltimore. That's out of line. You out of line with that one, bro.
I don't follow basketball. I don't follow basketball, but I'm just saying, if that's true, that makes sense. I tell people all the time, just because you're the best soldier don't make you the best general, right? If you're in the military, you could be the best soldier out there fighting wars, That don't mean you're the best general. So that don't mean you can be the best 4-star general. Until you get into I'm saying, you can't go from shooting wars to now I'm up here advising the president, because there's so many other things that go into that. Right, I can't be the right-hand man sitting next to the president talking about warfare when my thing is I'm a trigger man. I'm the best trigger man out there. That don't mean I'm the best advisor.
So you're Aaron Hernandez. You're a serial killer, basically. I throw that out.
I guess, yeah.
I throw this East Baltimore one, throw shot.
Yeah. So I was just saying. No, what he said makes sense. So I said the same thing about Ed Reed. That is the same principle of why Florida State could not hire Deion Sanders. Maybe they wanted to, but they could not. How could you invest the money in somebody in a program like Florida State and a guy that's never done it? Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't been great at it, but it's like anything, right? Let me ask you a question. You're a welder, Zoe. You're a welder. Huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's say I go out there and I weld too. And then all of a sudden I become your boss and tell you how to do something, but I don't weld as good as you. You'll feel a certain way.
Oh, yeah. But it happens every day.
But that's life. But now, if you go the same way you respect me through this, right? Let's be honest. The same way you respect me and we talk and stuff because of coaching and this, that, and other. But if I was maybe another just YouTuber that didn't have a coaching background and I was doing all this talking, y'all be like, who the hell is this dude? And some people would say that.
I wouldn't because I wouldn't because of the knowledge. Like Cam Underwood. Like I love his knowledge. I respect his knowledge. I love his knowledge. What you do different than Cam Underwood is you actually don't just go on one person's show and to try to just you actually have knowledge of the game and you spread the knowledge. So that's what we.
That's my point. I got my knowledge through what though?
Coaching.
Through coaching it and doing it. But that doesn't make me the best broadcaster. Because I'm on YouTube, can I go now run ESPN? No.
What makes you a good broadcaster? I can't
play ESPN right now. No, but what I'm saying, but can I run ESPN? Yeah. No. I'm saying at first I would be terrible at it. Right? Mel Bratton said it on the show best. He told his homeboy, Lonzo, he said, Lonzo Highsmith, you go become the athletic director, you're going to fail. You want to know why? Because the athletic director is way more than football. It's golf, women's tennis, all these different things that he doesn't have a passion for. So he's going to fail as the AD in that aspect, right? Because the AD is bigger than just football, believe it or not. Now, what Mel Bratton said was you'll be great football operations, whatever you want to title that, where you only dealing with football. He told you, that's his homeboy, and say, dog, you're going to fail if you become the athletic director.
And I said the same, and people kill me. I said the same thing because, like I said, it's more than just football. And like I said, we spoke about black people today. You got to be in to raise money. You got to be in to raise money. And listen, it is hard to raise money when you're in rooms with people you are unfamiliar with, my brother. That is not an easy thing. That's
a piece of it too, right? That's a piece of it too. Kansas City Cartel say, is Lane Kiffin going to bring us a championship? No. Here's what I know. We don't know anybody going to bring us nobody knows anybody's going to bring them a championship until you.
Only coach I can say guaranteed that will probably bring us a championship will be Nick Saban. I mean, that's the only. If I had to put my 100 if I had to put a guarantee on it, the only coach I would guarantee one with, even though it's not true, the only coach I would get, I can say guarantee two because he's won at two spots back to back, and that's Nick Saban and Urban Meyer. Like serious. I mean, but I don't. That's not even a guarantee. But if I want to come close to a guarantee, it's going to be only those two. Hey Frank, you've been sitting in the background for long enough. What you want to ask Coach, man? What you want to ask Louisiana?
What I want to ask Coach was, I know it's a little controversial through his connections from the past, but like I was saying earlier, Uncle Luke has coached high school football for a really long time.
Uncle who?
Uncle Luke. Luke Campbell.
Yeah, Skywalker. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty much the backbone of Miami. I guess you could even say Florida football.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thing is, don't you think that he would be a great coach to bring into the system, at least from a scouting standpoint, because these kids grew up with him, under him?
You can't do it. He's an agent.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think he wants to do that. He wants to do just what he's doing, be a liaison from the community to the university. And secondly, Luke still be doing shows, dog. So I'm just being real.
Plus he's an agent. You think he's gonna give up his wife's? You gonna give him his wife's company? His wife's an agent. Like you can't be a coach and an agent.
Yeah. So first of all, I hear what you're saying, and it makes sense. But you have to remember, everybody doesn't have to necessarily, and I don't want to say it like you got like these boosters around here, but everybody doesn't have to be hired by the university to affect the university, right? Like he said, I take all my kids by first. That's good enough for me. If I was the head coach and he brought him by that first, Luke, that's good enough for me. I throw him a couple shirts. He don't need it, but I throw him a couple shirts and whatever he got to do or whatever that is. But again, you have to also understand this. This is where people get kind of handcuffed. How does the university, not the head coach, how does the university feel about Luther Campbell being on the campus, being on the sideline because of what went on with the Nevin Shapiro, the whole documentary? I'm just saying.
That's why Gus Miles. That's why not Gus Miles on. That's why what's my boy from? It's two people. Baylor ex-coach can't get the job because of that same reason. And Hugh Freeze can't get the coach because of that job because of those same reasons. You can't bring, because I would love to see Hugh Freeze coach Miami. I think Hugh Freeze would be a great coach, or the coach from Baylor. I think both of them will be better than what we have. Hey, Kenny, we're gonna keep them short. Kenny, we're gonna keep the questions short. I'm gonna get off in a few minutes, and I got people that want to ask Coach Hayes a couple questions. So, But now, what's the coach from Baylor? I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. I don't know how the hell I keep forgetting his
Talking about
name.
that's at North Carolina.
No,
That
the
went to
coach.
North Carolina.
No,
That's
the
there
coach.
now.
Is he there now? The office coordinator, the one who's the head coach at Baylor that went down with all the that had the rape scandal, even though it wasn't his fault
You
because he
mean the
actually
Browns, the Art Browns guy?
Art Browns got in trouble when he reported the football players and they put it on him when he actually reported it. And I would love to see him get an opportunity. And I think he's a great coach, but he's not going to get it just because of the same reasons why Coach Sam Luke can't get it because of just the cloud that he was under.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a. When I say Miami guy, I don't know him enough. I just pulled him up. He's 65 years old. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, I think he could coach. And I never looked at the age, so yeah, that's definitely a big.
He's 65.
Yeah,
I put it. He was born in 55.
yeah, that's too old. Yeah, I'm just looking at what he. I'm just looking at what he did to Baylor. Baylor did like that whole stadium and everything they got, like everything they got right now. That was built because of him.
But
Everything there, that whole football
but his
program was built
son
because
is
of
like
Art
his
Briles.
clone out here though. His
Yeah,
son run the same offense he runs and all that there.
that guy was great. Like
And here's the deal. He's from Texas. I'm looking. He's from rural Texas.
he was like nobody even knew about Baylor.
Went to Texas Tech. Went to University of Houston. So he born and bred Texas dude.
Yeah.
But his son is like one of the hot young OCs around too. I think he Arkansas offensive coordinator, something like that. Kendall
Oh
Browse,
yeah.
I think that's his
Yeah,
name.
Kendall. But
The one at
Kendall
Florida
Brother,
State.
he failed at Florida State. He failed at Florida State.
Here's what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at. So I want to go back to my Ed Reed. I want to finish that piece. What I'm talking about. So I totally understand where people are coming from with Ed Reed, but I still think it's a fan thing. If it's a business, you have to remember this is a business too. It's hard to hire a CEO because that's what he is. A head coach is the CEO. You can't hire a CEO of a company that's never that ain't even he ain't even been the vice president. You know what I mean? He ain't going up the ranks. Does that kind of make sense?
I
Like,
see. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna. This is why I say it.
give
Right?
it to me. Give it to me.
This is why I say it. This is why I say I disagree. All right. You surround anybody. You surround anybody with talent, right? I'm not saying you give him the reins. To me, as a head coach at University of Miami, right? Your main goal is right now to surround him with talent, right? Surround him with talent. Candy, mute yourself real quick, like for me. Yeah, because you got a lot of noise in the background. Um, so surround him with talent, right? Um, I think that a lot of times, you just need somebody there that can motivate these kids. When I looked at Air Reed, it wasn't just about the coaching and this and that. It was just because I really thought about it when I put it in, and I thought about the film study that he put in. I thought about what him hanging in Ozzie Newsome left pocket the whole time after practice, before practice, after games, and in the film room, and the things that Brady them said about him, like this guy was just totally different on the football field. The way he prepared for the game. But it's not just that. I think he's a leader of men, and he wants it. And the reason why I give it is I got a position at my job where you're supposed to have a master's degree, and I got a GED. And they gave me this position, and I knew nothing about it. But I was successful because of the people that they surrounded around me, the people that they surrounded me with.
Let me stop you for a second. But when they surrounded you, what you were currently doing a job.
Not that job. I was a football player, basically going into a whole different career. Because I knew nothing about paperwork. I knew nothing about talking to executive. I knew nothing about none of that. I was a welder who went from welding to a whole different atmosphere where I had to learn but they surrounded me with people to help me deal with it. They gave me somebody who helped me deal with paperwork and learn this and learn that. So
my question: Were you the ultimate? Were you the ultimate boss of whatever company that was? Were you the main dude? Not the supervisor, not a manager. You were the head hunter.
No, but I don't think he'll be the. He's not the man because the manager is
You the
the
head
man.
coach?
But he's not. But he's not. I was over my department. I was over my department, just like in college football, like the baseball player, the baseball coach over his department, the football players over his department, and then you answer to the athletic director and the board of trustees. That's how I am. I'm over my department. I'm not over the whole
Okay.
company, but I'm over my department. And to be honest with you, I got a GED. You can have a master's degree at that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think that like ever that I would get put in a position like that. You know what I'm saying? But they did surround me with the people so I could succeed. My only thing is, if we can, I'm gonna support whatever coach that we get. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna support
Agreed.
whoever we get as a coach. I don't think it's bad sometimes to step out on a limb. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's. I don't. I'm looking at right now. We've hired all of these smart guys. Mark Rick, smart guy smart guy, like serious smart guy, supposed to be smart guy, worked his way up through the ranks, yada 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 yada. Every people can say what they want to say about Al Golden. He was that hot up and coming coach. He was that hot up and coming coach in college football when Miami got him. Didn't succeed. He had a lot. He fought against a lot of shit though. People, let's be honest. But I mean, we've had coaches that fought their way up through the ranks. And sometimes when you fight your way through the ranks, you actually think you deserved it, and nobody can tell you shit. And that's what happened. A lot of people don't understand. That's what happened with what's our coach,
And
linebacker
he
coach.
did.
No, not many Diaz. The other one too. What's his name? That was with it with Never Shapiro. I can't think of their name. Linebacker
Randy
coach,
Shannon?
Randy Shannon. Remember how he treated the high school coaches in Florida? Like he felt like I'm the shit now. You come to me, I don't have to come to you. I mean, that's some of the things that he did. Sometimes when you earn it that way, sometimes you think I see college kids that come out of college every day that poke their chest out because I'm a metallurgic. I know everything about steel. Well, show me what you know. Like you said, show me what you know. You know absolutely nothing.
Exactly. That
So
right there.
it works both ways. That's what I'm saying. It works.
It
But I'm
does work
saying,
both ways. But the problem is, this is a multi-billion-dollar deal we talking about here. That's the difference, though, Zoe. Like, it's hard in good faith. It's hard in good faith to say I'm gonna hire a guy because like I say, he did that. You get what I'm saying? Like
I agree with you. We got to get it right. Got to get it right.
got to
Thing
get it right,
is,
and I
bro,
think you get
that
it right.
is
Here's what I think you get it right by. You take a guy. I'm gonna pitch my thing. You take a guy like Lane. You take a guy like Urban, and part of the contingency is, as they did it with Jimbo in Florida State, you make Ed Reed coach and hiring. So in that process, coach and waiting, head coach and waiting.
I'm done. I'm done. You ended it.
Process,
I'm done. I could have came up with a better idea.
hold on. In that process, so when Lane Kiffin screw us over, which we know he will, or if Urban Meyer screw us over, guess what Ed Reed has done? He's got some OJT, on the job training for this process.
I can't even argue that. I can't even argue
Because
that. I
here's
can't.
what's going to happen. If Ed Reed go in there right now and he crap the bed,
Damn, that was smart.
he'll no longer be the greatest player. We'll be wanting him fired too if we go 1-9.
Hey, Candy, you got to roll your windows up, bro. You got a lot of background noise.
So what I'm saying is, you get a guy there for 4 years, 5 years. I think if you get a Lane, or I don't know, Urban might be at the bar or something doing this deal, but whatever it is, you get a guy that's winning right now. And again, even if Lane Kiffin doesn't take us to the promised land, I'm okay with that. Right now, we need a fix. We need a fix, dog.
I mean, we keep going out here paying all these bills and bills and bills, right? Adding up the tab and shit like that, and don't get nothing out of it. Why do you want to keep doing that?
No, I think what he came up with just was not like I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming.
So Ken, what would you do to change it if you saying we paying the bills? Who is your guy? Who would you like to have?
Oh, I already said it.
Who is, you want Machoda the coach?
Ed Reed, that's all.
Oh yeah, I want Ed too, but I can't.
Hold on. The only thing that y'all saying about Ed Reed is he has.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm with you on the Ed Reed thing now, but
I'm saying,
okay.
you got the You got the youth, the fans saying, "Oh well, I don't want Ed Reed. I don't want Ed Reed because he don't have no experience, right?" But this is the thing about it. All these, like I said before, all these coaches out here have had experience and couldn't get the job done at other damn teams. So why do you want to bring them in?
Can I answer that? Can I answer
Yeah,
that?
go ahead, big dog.
The coaches that we brought in were subpar dudes, though. So back to what I'm saying, right? The guys that's left, these two dudes are not. I don't look at Lane Kiffin as a subpar coach. I look at, let's go backwards. Manny Diaz, we go get him, no experience, right? He wasn't really high on the board. He was available. Let's go back to Mark Richt. Mark Richt was exactly who he was at Georgia, a 9-3, 10-2 coach. If you don't watch it, he'll beat you, just like they did at Texas with Matt Brown. He got kind of burnt out. Matt Brown is like that today, right? He's the same coach today. If you don't watch it, he'll beat it, but he ain't gonna necessarily win the ACC conference. But he'll put you to sleep and mess your doggone record up if you don't watch him. That's exactly what Mark Richt was. Mark Richt was loaded with talent. He did a great job recruiting the Sony Michel's, the Isaiah McKenzie's, all these people, and still walked out 9-3, 10-2. Great. Al Golden, middle of the road coach, 5-6 record, 6-5 record, middle of the road dude, right? Nothing exciting about him. Nothing that oozed Miami, right? Fine. Let's go before him. The only one I can say that we gave opportunity to and I thought was really fitting so far as a hometown guy is come on, man, Randy Shannon. But what happened to Randy Shannon? The moon and stars didn't line up for him. The people getting killed, right? All these things happen. But what Randy Shannon's biggest mistake was, and I would tell him to his face, was he believed the university. The university, Donald Shalala and them went to him and said, we want you to clean up the university, get these guys graduated, increase the APR rate, meaning the graduation rate, all those different things. He did that, but he wasn't winning enough games, and then they fired him. I'm not saying he did a great job on the field, but he did what was asked of him to do from the university standpoint. Keep us out the newspaper, positive things happening, and that's what he did. So, yeah, the hiring process crapped the bed. I'm going to leave Randy out of it because I thought he was a good hire hometown guy. You go get Al Golden, wasn't nothing special about that dude.
Didn't like him at all.
I'm just being real. He was at Temple. Wasn't nothing special what he did at Temple. We could pull his record up right now. We go pull up Al Golden's record right now. Ain't nothing. Matter of fact, hold up. I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Him and what's name neck and neck at mine right now. I'm tired of him right now.
So he was at.
I got one for you though, Coach.
Hold on, I just want to. You don't mind. I don't want to run. I just want to run down this line just to show you. Al Golden was 1-11, 4-8, 5-7. Then he went 9-4, 8-4, and then went 8-4. We hired an 8-4 coach. His highest record was 9-4. He won the bowl game.
Temple was never good before he got there, though. That's what it was. They had won the game like 3 years, I think.
I get it, but at the end of the day, this is still what you're getting. They lost in the Eagle Bank Bowl. All right, fine. But what I'm saying is, you're still buying to Louisiana Kane's point. You're still getting guys that haven't done it at a high level. I get he may have had the potential, but the word potential means you haven't done it yet. So now
that's why I can go. That's why I can go with Louisiana Kane though, because what is at a Division I school like? What is, and I'm with you on not Urban. What's the name? But what is his best record as a Division I coach, as a head coach? Like, what is his best? What is his best record as a head coach in Division I? Because he stunk it up at USC.
I'm pulling it up.
He stunk it up at USC. He didn't coach a game at Tennessee.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Tennessee. Okay, you said USC. He was 8-5. USC. He was 10-2. USC. He was 7-6. USC. He went 5-3, and then they fired him.
Yeah.
Right. We went to Florida Atlantic. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong records. I apologize. Yeah, all right. 10-2, 7-6.
And I'm not gonna put Florida Atlantic down.
I was reading the games played. Hold on. I was reading the games played. I apologize. 7-6 at Tennessee. At USC, he was 8-5. USC 10-2. USC 7-6, and then COVID year he went 3-2. He got fired 13.
Yeah, COVID he was the
right, but he gets fired 3-2. You fired his coach at 3-2, right? Florida Atlantic, he comes in first year 13-3, then he went 5-7, left Florida Atlantic 11-3.
So
Right.
he hasn't. So he hasn't really done. His records to me are damn comparable to Al Golden. To be honest with
Negative. His
you, I mean,
percentage, his overall winning percentage is 64. Al Golden, Al Golden is 500 on the hit.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
This
We
percentage.
if we go in low balling coaches, that's what we gonna get.
I,
If we keep the narrative going that we don't have the money that everybody else have for a coach and all
I
that
don't
there,
think we're doing that though,
that's
big
what we
bro.
gonna do.
I don't
That's
think. I don't
exactly
think.
what
I
we
don't
gonna
think.
end
I
up
don't
with.
think we're. I don't think we're lowballing coaches. We're trying to figure out what coach is available.
The point is that coach is available who
No,
you
there is
want if
no.
you not
No, there.
lowballing it.
There are
If it's
no
known
coaches.
that Miami ready to pay
Answer this question. There are no.
dearly
Nobody's.
for a coach,
Nobody's
somebody gonna
leaving.
come.
Nobody's leaving their home if they're winning to come to Miami, even if
I'm
they
not
pay.
saying that. I'm not
So
saying
who's
we want anybody
no?
that's
So
somewhere else. I'm
we
saying
only naming that people that are available. We're only talking about coaches that are available. What coach is available right now that you feel that's available that don't have a job or on the fringes of becoming a free agent? What coach is available? Because we're not even talking about the money issue because we feel like we can pay the money. We're trying to figure out what coach
but
is.
that's first and
But
foremost, pretty
listen,
much
I understand
with the
you
coach
can't go.
situation.
I understand. I understand. No, answer this question. If we had $1 trillion to play a coach, what coach is available? That's the
Any of them.
question. Well, no, they're not.
Are you serious?
Who's available? Who's available?
Bro, if you put $10 million out there, Luke
Nobody
Fickle
got to.
leaving
Nobody.
Cincinnati.
I'm not
telling you
paying. I'm
this.
not paying Luke Fickle $10 million.
I'm just telling
No
you.
coach.
You just said what
No
money
coach.
would get any money
No
would get
coach.
any one of
I
them
tell you
good
what.
coaches out
So
of they
$10
whatever they
million.
say.
They offered $10 million to Nick Saban when he was making 7 at Alabama.
We talking about Nick, man.
Texas. Oh no, he was making 7 at Alabama. Texas offered him 10, and he turned it down. Okay, so what coach is available? And Luke Fickle ain't won nothing.
Shit, he number
What
3 in
is
the
he?
country at damn Cincinnati, who hadn't won nothing since me and you was kids.
Understand? And who was number 1 in the nation when TCU was a coach? And we was number 2 in the nation with Al Golden.
Once again,
I'm
bro,
just saying, we were number 2.
coach,
We was ranked number
coach,
2 in the nation with Al Golden.
The difference between us accepting the coach and everybody else not accepting the coach, it's a big difference, bro. Because Mark Richt came in this mug and set us straight. Compared to what we had with Al Golden, Mark Richt was garbage.
That wasn't Al Golden fault. Mark Richt didn't come.
The point is that
Mark Richt didn't come.
a real coach walked through that
that's
door
not
and
true.
established a culture, and we immediately started looking like a real program again.
They got about the
That's
same
not
record.
what happened.
They have about the same record at Miami.
Hold on,
at Miami.
But that's
at
not
Miami.
what happened when Mark Richt
At Miami. At Miami. No, that's not what happened. What happened? We did what I said we was gonna do. Lose big games. That's what happened. We did what I said
we started looking like a real program.
You know we did. Our offense took 5 steps back, and Manny Diaz made the defense look good. That's why he got the job he got now. Our offense was terrible, bro.
Mark Richt was not.
He was an offensive group.
Mark Richt was not sitting in the AD office getting barked at.
You know why? You know why? Because he brought his son in the campaign.
But that is my point.
Bro, you coach. What was real about him? What did he do? What did he do? What did he do on the field?
$60 million on the campus, big bro.
What did he do? No. What's name put $60 million? What did he do on the football field?
What do you, bro? That whole thing was his idea.
That's not. I'm asking you, what did he do on the football field? Because he did.
We was. Everybody wanted Al Golden to.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Through the door.
That's not what I'm asking.
And we mess around and start winning again.
You're not answering. You're not
nationally noticed.
You're not. No, you're not answering my question. What did he do
totally answering your question. We won the program before Mark Richt walked back through the door, big bro. We was the laughing stock before Mark Richt walked back through the door.
So, listen to me. When Al Golden took over, he took over the Nevin Shapiro shit. We was on probation the whole time Al Golden was there, and the first 2 years of Mark Richt.
So you saying that when Rick walked through the door, you wasn't sad to see Al Golden go?
No, I was sad to see Rick come. That's facts. I ain't want him. That's facts.
Bro,
I did not want Rick. Go back. I didn't want him. I was sad to see him come. That's facts. I didn't want more Rick at all.
that
That's
is amazing.
facts. That's facts. I didn't want him. I was happy to see
Bruh,
him go.
that guy made mountains move when he came, bro.
He did.
For
He
the
did.
simple fact
What?
that he come from a real program that
He
once
did.
again he went there and established the culture of winning. Came here where we was
He
a
says,
shambles
down, Zoe,
program.
shut up and listen. Tell your
Hey,
mama to shut up. Fuck you telling me to shut up.
hey, when Mark Rick came, right? How many big bowls did we win?
None.
How many big bowls did we win before he got here? How many times did y'all want to shoot Al Golden on the sideline?
Al Golden couldn't go to bowl games.
So tell me you would have rather had Al Golden than Mark Rick.
Al Golden couldn't go to bowl games. He was on probation. They turned down 2. Am I lying, Coach? They turned down 2 bowl games. They actually won the ACC when Al Golden was coach, but they had to forfeit it. It's facts. It's facts.
Once again, who you rather have, Al Golden or Mark Rick, bro? They was ready. Everybody's foot was in Al Golden ass walking out the door, bro. Mark Rick walked out of here on his own recognizance.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. If Mark Rick still wanted to be here, he would be here, bro.
Hold on. I put a show out when those boosters told Mark Rick, this was within like week 5 before he got fired. If he didn't fire his son and hire an offensive coordinator, he would not be working at Miami no more. He walked away because he didn't want to fire his son. That's facts. It's not opinions. That's facts. He didn't want to fire his son. Mark Rick came in here. If he came in here, he said he moved mountains. Well, damn it, the mountains done stopped moving. They stopped moving his last year. He lost 4 games. He lost the last games every year he was here, except when he won that first bowl game with Brad Collier as quarterback. When we played against, who did we play against in that bowl game? You remember that bowl game, Coach? West Virginia was the only bowl game he won. He lost since then.
I hear all that. I'm only got one question. I'm moving on, and I get all that. Everybody got great points. My only question is now moving forward.
That's what you're right.
And I'm all for it. I'm not here to change this your show. I'm just saying what I'm looking at. Because here's another prime example, right? I'm looking at this Tennessee Ole Miss game. Josh Heupel lighting this damn thing up.
Who's that?
I'm just saying. Tennessee. They getting it in. I mean, it's 31-19, but what it is, here's the thing too. The game has changed. The passing game is exciting, right? Like they going back and forth with shootout. If Lane Kiffin, to me, ever got a doggone a defense, he'd be dangerous. But another thing he trains quarterbacks to do it everywhere he's been. He got great quarterbacks.
Talking about Heupel?
No, I'm talking about Lane Kiffin.
Oh yeah, he does. I'm not against him.
I'm talking about all of him. I'm talking about now he's gonna bring back the excitement to the stadium. I'm just telling you, bro. Like I'm looking at the stands. They ain't playing at home at Tennessee. That thing oranged out. They're like a big tangerine in there.
Coach, hey, you do the same thing with the passion.
Lit.
Do the same thing with what?
With the passion, just like you saying, Lane Kiffin doing.
You said with the passion?
Yeah, the passion.
What about you? Tell me, will Lane Kiffin have the passion?
No. You said who bringing who in? Defense and the actually.
I said the excitement, meaning like, bro, you know what this game is all about? Scoring points.
Okay.
This game, today's football is about scoring points. They want it almost look like arena football. Why do you think we have the penalties we have, bro? Why do you think not only you kick a dude out on defense for targeting, you also give him 15 yards. You're taking the best players off the field, but they call it safety. But yet the running back can go in there head down and spear a dude, and he don't get called for targeting. He don't get called for spearing, right? He get called for, he trucked him. No, it's a whole thing. They want more points because it creates more what? Excitement to the game. Oh, it's a high-scoring game. I'm a defensive dude. I don't mind winning the game 3-0. I'm cool with that. But the fans don't want to pay for a 3-0 football game. The fans want to pay for a 33-55 football game because they feel like they got their money's worth.
You know, I mean, you open my eyes a little bit on the bring in somebody and let Ed Reed be the coach and wait. Like I see, as long I know he in the building, I can actually be patient enough for that because I know whoever we bring in, once they start winning, they are going to leave. I mean, that's facts. So if Ed Reed is the head coach and waiting and coaching defense or DBs or whatever, he's getting all this training to be because if I would have got more training, I'd have been more successful faster. You know what I'm saying? The position I'm in. So with him getting that head coaching, he's going to be the head coach, and he has that title. Like he to me, it's still almost the same aura. You know what I'm saying? He still walk around with a little bit of aura, and he know what he's gonna be, and he's learning on the job. OJT. I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually
I'm gonna say this too, Zoe.
okay with that.
This is a formula. Everybody in business, Kane, I think you got businesses and stuff. I'm not sure what you do, brother, but here's what I know. Businesses are going to mimic formulas. If that formula works, more colleges would be doing it, i.e., Ohio State. Brian Hartline would have been the head coach and not Ryan Day, right? Brian Hartline is a Ohio State lifer. He's back, but he's coaching. He's going to work his way. So guess what happens if Ryan Day decides to leave, right? But guess what? Brian Hartline ain't even the coordinator yet. Now, if this coordinator get out of there, they may move him in there. He's learning it. What I'm saying is different from playing it. If that formula works, guess what? More schools will be doing it. The only reason HBCUs brought in Deion Sanders and brought in Eddie George because it's a splash and it brings people in. Because it's also a smaller market. It's a smaller market, meaning they don't got the same TV deals. So they get a lot of their money from what? Fans coming to the games and the classics and all those things. It's exciting to hear Deion Sanders is our look. The dude came in to America. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. You ain't never had no interest like that when it came to introducing the coach. You know what you had? Him holding up a jersey with his towel. I'm glad to be here. Our team gonna fight hard. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna build this thing brick by brick. All right.
Can I just say?
You know how they compare basketball and football because I'm a basketball fan. It happened one time in basketball, and that was with Steve Kerr. It just happened one time with a guy who never coached before came in
and your boy, what's the light skinned dude named Kidd, right? Jason Kidd.
Now he didn't win a championship.
But
I'm talking about he went in coaching.
I'm talking about just come in and win. He won a championship his first year as coach.
But it's also a different dynamic, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're right.
It's a different dynamic. You're only dealing with 12 people.
Yeah. About the coaches, bro, is, and I'm not specific. I was making a point with Mark Richt.
I ain't lying to you, man. That dude was garbage, man. You give him too much credit.
I'm talking about whatever coach that is to walk through the door. Particularly when we got Mark Richt. Every single person in that establishment knew who Mark Richt was walking through that door. He was to be respected, all of that good stuff. And the program moved forward.
A respected loser, but it moved forward because
to now.
It moved forward. I'm sorry, but I don't want you giving half the stuff. It moved forward because he was there for 2 years of program. We went through all this probation, like that Nevin Shapiro shit went on.
Still making it about them guys. I'm not talking just about them. I'm talking about the coach, period. The guy that's supposed to be the guy that's running them 85, 89, 90 players who's the boss, who everybody in that school, not just in the athletic department, not just in the building. Everybody knows when that guy walked through the building, he is to be respected for the simple fact that he's a winner. He's done. He know what he's doing with the program. That is the guy we need, bro. We don't need nobody else that this person knows who he is and that person don't. That gotta be able to walk in the AD office and say, "Sir, I need this." Not where the AD is barking at him. Like I said before, he needs to be the one that can sit his nuts on the AD table and say, "This is what we need. Go do your job." And the AD is not gonna give him no shit for it because he got the cachet to be telling the AD that. That's what we need walking through the door, bro. And
all right,
so why he couldn't continue to do that?
Who is that? I'm asking, who is that? So you saying Mark Rick is gone? He's not coming back. So who would be the guy that could put his nuts on the table
Bro,
and say, "Guess what?
I ain't gonna lie. I would go to Eric Bieniemy and try to get his ass out of there. They obviously ain't finna make him no head coach no time soon in the NFL because they keep shooting the man off. Byron Leftwich, all of them guys like that where it's a Ferrari, bro. If you can drive a Ferrari for a year, bro, you know what I'm saying? You would take that. So you gonna go, hey, I got this for you. We know you're gonna leave, just like you said a few minutes ago. We know you're gonna leave, but you come establish the culture, put a crazy offense in here, establish some toughness with these guys, because we just saw it again today that it's just crazy how we ain't tough like we should be. Somebody like that'll come in here and establish a culture, and nobody in that building who can say anything to that guy but let's go, coach. That's it. Whatever you need, let's go.
I'm not mad at the Eric Bieniemy.
Tell me.
Here's my question, and I thought about that because I did a show about that. Eric Bieniemy, to Brian Leftwich, to all those guys. Again, I only have this question, right? There's a recruiting aspect that Eric Bieniemy is not accustomed to. It's different. It's the same, but it's different. And so how you have to handle that, we don't know. And that's back to an unknown. And so how is Eric Bieniemy with players? We don't know. He may be an asshole. What I'm saying is we don't know. It's different because you remember, he's talking to grown adults in the NFL. How is he talking to trying to chase after? Why do you think, and I know we talk about John Gruden, but I remember he always said he wouldn't do college because he hate recruiting, chasing after 15 and 16-year-olds. So it's a different, once you get in that NFL, let me tell you something too, bro. I would tell you this about NFL coaching. NFL coaching is way different. It's like a 9-to-5 job, right? NFL ain't like college because you don't have so many aspects. Them boys go in the morning, them boys out about 5, 6 o'clock. Right? Remember, it's one more piece to this. If you're in there long enough, you get that pension. So yeah, he may not like being that coordinator, but the longer he stay in there, the longer he get that money for life. So those are just some things to think about. I'm just saying.
So if you don't step to these type of guys, you're kind of cheating yourself, though, bro. You gotta step to those type of guys to see where they head at, big bro. You gotta go to.
I can agree with that.
Exactly. You got to see it. You know what I mean? You got to shake them trees and see if you can look up and grab one of them guys, bro. We got Jed Fish and that other jerk off that let Ja'Cory Harris throw 500 interceptions from the pros before. Butch came down from the pros and created the best college football team ever. So
I did mute myself. Can I say something?
My bad, my bro.
I mean, that's how I muted myself because I ain't want nobody to say I'm talking over you. So I muted myself.
Say that, Wode. My bad. I'm a bag off.
No, I want you to back out. I want to bring this in. All right, Mark Rick record at Miami. Like, and when we say that Nevin Shapiro shit, that shit was all over C-SPAN, bro. That Nevin Shapiro shit was huge. Like, that was death penalty shit. And I'm not an Al Golden fan, but that was death penalty shit that he had to work through the whole from day one. From his first day on campus, he fought that. So he had to fight Jimbo Fisher and all of those guys. He had to fight all of those guys. That's when that happened is when Alabama came to Miami and started getting all these players. This is facts. So that Nevin Shapiro shit killed us. And then they waited like 6 years before they got an opportunity. And when Mark Rick got here was the same time Julio Frank got here and wrote that letter to the NCAA, said, we're not taking no more probation. Because Al Golden actually won an ACC Coastal. The only coach to ever do it since we've been in the ACC, but had to forfeit it. Now, I'm going to give you Mark Rick, and that was under probation. That's why he forfeited it. So I'm going to give you Mark Rick's record when he was here. His first year, 9-4, 10-3, 7-6. Right? And then that was his record. Great coach. He's a great coach compared to Al Golden. Great coach, right? Compared to Al Golden, he's a great coach. Hall of Famer. Al Golden sucked. Right? Al Golden comes to Miami under this probation Nevin Shapiro shit. His first record, 6-6, 7-5. The year they won the ACC was 9-4. I mean the Coastal, 9-4, 6-7, and 4-3. all under probation, all under Alabama's landing helicopters at IMG in St. Thomas Aquinas. Jimbo Fisher got rich, stealing. He got the best running back that was supposed to come to Miami and play with Duke. And we were under probation. This is why I'm not impressed with what Mark Richt did. Because when he got here, everything was over. And guess what he did? Brad Kaya was a Heisman hopeful his freshman year. The end of his freshman year, he was a Heisman hopeful. He came and changed the offense to a fucking read option. You put Peyton Manning in a read option, and you're a quarterback guru? You're a quarterback guru, and you put Peyton Manning.
He won the bowl game.
He put that man in a. You can't let me say you would not let me. We couldn't go to bowl games under Al Golden. We were restricted. We could not go. We couldn't go. Is what I'm saying. I'm gonna mute you because you're not gonna let me. I let you. I muted myself and let you talk. We couldn't go to. We could not go to a bowl game under Al Golden. Couldn't go. That's facts. We were under probation the whole time he was here. Remember his first day on campus, coach? The cameras were in his face.
I remember.
So he didn't have. I'm not an Al Golden fan, but he didn't. If you comparing those two, it shouldn't even be comparable because if Mark Richt was that great when Al Golden left, we would at least won the ACC. Coastal, especially when you say how many top Al Golden got a top 10 recruiting class under probation. Yeah, top 10. So Mark Richt had talent when he got here. Am I wrong? He had talent. He had a high hoping quarterback. So he should at least won the Coastal since Al Golden won the Coastal. And then had to forfeit it. Why didn't Rick at least win the Coastal?
Here's my question. Let me ask y'all the questions because I'm just asking the question. So is our standard winning the Coastal?
No.
Or hold on, or is our standard saying we ready to take this thing to the top? I'm looking for the coach that is available. Hear me out. I'm looking for the coach that is available out there right now that can do what these other 5 coaches have done that we know. Let's be honest. I get we can open up the book, but some guy like, okay, Nick Saban ain't going anywhere. Dabo's not going anywhere. Jimbo's not going anywhere. Who's left? Ed Orgeron. Would y'all like him?
I would like Ed. I would like Ed. I wouldn't like him on the money level as a Nick Saban.
No, I'm talking about taking it. I'm talking about taking an opportunity to win the Natty. That's what we're looking for. A coach that can get us there. Like that's the goal there, not win 8 games and win the Coastal. I'm talking about this guy who's available right now. If we put the resources and the talent in there, because here's what I look at. Back to what I'm looking at. I know I'm gonna keep going about Kane. I'm gonna do a show about it. Everybody talk about Hugh Freeze. Well, I pulled up Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze overall, he's a 67 coach. He's 67. Let's go down it. Arkansas State, 10-3. Ole Miss, 7-6, 8-5, 9-4, 10-3, 5-7. Got fired. Goes to Liberty, 8-5, 10-1, 5-1. What I'm saying, we're finding coaches that's in the same category. Right? They sound sexy, they sound different, but they're really kind of the same. So what separates them? I think it's the intangible, right? That's what I think separates these guys. We just said his winning percentage is 0.673, and Lane Kiffin's winning percentage is 0.69. So what I'm trying to say is they're the same guy, right? What now excites the fan base, get this thing going, and brings the same recruits.
Urban might the only one.
Okay, I can go with that. But I'm talking about
the only one like that's available.
Hear me out. That can steal the recruits back. The Ja'Cory Brooks that's leaving and going to Alabama. Those type of guys that we can get back. Because you're gonna tell me Ja'Cory Brooks won't say I'm a wide receiver and y'all putting up 51 points a game. Oh, and I can stay at the crib and my mama can see me. Or we going in there struggling to get 19 points.
No, I believe like I say, what's name was my favorite before during when we hired Mark Richt. I wanted Lane Kiffin. I wanted Lane Kiffin, or my 3 top choice was Cristobal, Lane Kiffin. My 3 main choice was Cristobal, Lane Kiffin, and the Mad Pirate. Old boy,
Mike Leach.
Mike Leach.
Those were my three. Those were my three when I at that time when Al Golden got fired. Those were the three that I wanted. Never wanted Mark Richt because I seen him as a loser at Georgia his whole career. I watched him lose back-to-back years in the SEC Coast. Matter of fact, I watched him lose against every great coach. I just thought about it. Mark Richt, the reason why I didn't want him was he was at Georgia when Steve Spurrier was there. Guess what? He lost to Steve Spurrier. And then when Urban Meyer got there, guess what? He lost to Urban Meyer. And then when Steve Spurrier came back to South Carolina, guess what? He lost to Steve Spurrier at South Carolina. South Carolina got SEC East championships. That's fucking crazy. He made it. And then Missouri came to the SEC East and won that bitch back to back. And guess what? And every time it was Mark Richt choking. Every time. It was Rick choking. I live here in Columbia, South Carolina, in SEC country, and I watched that man choke game after big time game after big time game after big time game, and that's why they wanted his ass out of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? No, I never wanted him. I would have took anybody over him. But right now, would I take Lane Kiffin with the contingency plan that you put in there? With Ed Reed being the coach and waiting, I think I would say, because both of them are high energy guys. I think they would probably get along. They both high energy guys, and I could see that working. To be honest with you, and I know the recruits would come. The recruits would come because of both of them, but they're definitely. I mean, either one of them. Lane can recruit. That's one thing you can't take away from the guy. The guy can recruit.
He's an old man, and he's got Florida tie. Like I say. My own boy, he's the head of recruiting at Ole Miss right now, right? And guess who it is? That's Devin Bush. His son played for Michigan. Guess who he was? He was the baddest dude coming out of Miami. Played for Florida State. He's won at every level. He's won a Super Bowl with the Cleveland and the Falcons. He played in the NFL, so now he's got ties in the Atlanta area, in the Cleveland area, and St. Louis. Those where he played. Still got people around there. He's coached at college up in the Michigan area. He's the reason Rashawn Gary and all those guys went up there. He took 5 dudes out of Florida to go to Michigan. I'm just talking about he's got recruits. And if you go look at Ole Miss recruiting record, they got Florida ties. They getting kids in Florida to leave to go to Oxford, Mississippi. So imagine if you plant this dude right here in Coral Gables. You got dudes leaving going to Oxford, Mississippi, dog.
I mean, hey, when you put that, like I said, you can go look at my video when I put it up. When I put the video up, when we were talking, and everybody talking about Mark Richt, and I told him Mark Richt is horrible. Like I've never been a fan of his. Never will.
Yeah, but that's old.
I mean, I'm just saying. But Lane Kiffin was on my list then. My top three.
But and people talk about Mark Stoops. Man, Mark Stoops is hot right now. I have to say that. But let's be real. Mark Stoops would never survive in a program where the bar is already up here, right? Let's call it a spade a spade. Only reason Dabo Swinney survived because Clemson ain't never been nothing until he made it something. Yep. If Clemson won championships prior to him getting there,
he came close to getting fired when he lost. He came close to getting fired when he lost 5 in a row to South Carolina.
Right, but hear what I'm saying. If Clemson would have been Alabama, like that status, right? He would have been fired by now, right?
Oh yeah.
He took it and built it into something. Great job, Dabo. Clap you up. Mark Stoops, Kentucky don't have no expectations of winning. This is the first time they've been 6-0 since 1950. I heard that today in the commentator. Since 1950 is the first time they don't won 6 games on the opening 6 game. So there was no expectations for Kentucky. So now the bar is up. He actually about to screw himself because next year if it sucks, or here goes Dabo, the same thing. Dabo got 2 more years of looking like this and he'll be fired. As much as he did for Clemson.
You know, and what brought me out is, I've said this, people ask me because Dabo went to Alabama. People said, Dabo too smart. If Dabo won a national championship and Alabama threw $10 million that Dabo would say no. He would be the man he don't want to be the coach that follows Nick Saban. He want to be the coach he want to be the coach that follows the coach that follows Nick Saban. Because you don't want to be that guy. You make it first. You don't want to be that guy with those expectations are that high. So if you follow, I don't care how good you are, Dabo, he can win 3 more championships at Clemson. and then win on the championship year, and Nick Saban retired, Dabo would not go to Alabama, even if they loaded with talent, because he's not going to be. There is no way he's going to want to be the guy who want to be the guy to follow Nick Saban.
Dabo Sweeney. Could they
He
say
said he won't do it. He said he won't do it.
I think Clemson still could win.
No, Clemson was not a winner. Clemson wasn't a winner before he got here at all.
This season. I think they still can win because they don't know lost 2 games?
No, Clemson bad, dog.
Thank you. You see, OG Kane said.
Mr. Charles.
Look, OG Kane said. For the record, Zoe said when CMR was hired, Zoe didn't want him. Go back, watch it. I'm telling you, I did not. Before he got fired, when they were talking about firing him from Georgia, and then Miami getting him, I was like, no.
Damn, Boston College got their ass blowed out.
Okay, here's my things though. Mr. Charles said Hugh Freeze records ain't 63%. It's in the 80-90%. Ole Miss vacated 11 to 16 victories. That's why his wins are not as high. Bro, I'm looking at the record right here. And if you do the wins and losses from 2011, when he's been a head coach at Arkansas State all the way to Liberty, if you take the wins and you divide it by the losses, it's 67.673. So 67.3% is his coaching.
I don't know why people get in here thinking that we don't know what we be talking about. Or like you, Coach, this is my new thing right here, Coach. Anytime somebody think we saying something dumb, I'm gonna do this for head coach. I'm gonna put the black box up. No, I'm just saying, like, people don't like you. We don't go into it, like, we don't do the research before we like.
I'll put that right there. You can throw that up if you like.
There you go, Coach. There you go.
That right there. Let me bring it down just a little bit. That's his winning percentage, and right here. That's his thing. 0.673% wins. That's his percentage. That's his winning percentage. I don't know what we're talking about. It's right here. And if you get this ad out the way, it break it down by school. Arkansas State.
Oh man,
Ole Miss. You took me off.
Now you on.
Okay, Ole Miss.
He took himself
60%. And Liberty, he's at 76%. Guys, I ain't just pulling this out my butt. Now, if it's another site on there that got something that do it, then hey, I'm all for it. That's all.
Now I just removed.
Is he gone or I'm gone?
No, I removed me in Louisiana so it blew up a little bit better. I made the screen. I just backed out self off so the screen would be bigger.
Oh, so I'm off, huh?
Now you back on now. Can you hear me, Coach? Coach, can you hear me? Coach, Louisiana, say something to him.
Hey, Coach.
I don't know what happened to Coach. I just removed ourselves. Everybody else hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, he thought. I don't know who it is. My bad. I know I removed myself, so it blew up. You can see a lot better. That's what I did.
No, that's all good. I was just saying, like. I ain't just making it up. I mean, when I try to say things, I just say it what it is. If I stand corrected, I'll stand corrected. But if he won 80% and 90% of his game, that's a bad. And I don't know if they vacated him or whatever. Maybe that is the case. But what's on record is what it says.
I don't think there's a coach out there that won 90% of the game, Coach. Not even Nick Saban, Coach. That's a lot of wins, Coach.
No, people think you got to go undefeated. Nick Saban don't go undefeated every year, Coach.
90% of your games since you've been coaching. 90%.
Hey, you know they're gonna be back in the top 3 after this.
I mean, I think
that proves my point. It's about money. Nobody want to see Iowa. Nobody wants to see in the championship. Let's be real. It ain't sexy. Why do you think they only dropped them to 6? Because they knew what Iowa was finna what? They're gonna lose somewhere down this line in this stretch. They were gonna lose somewhere.
They dropped them to 5.
They ain't dropped. It ain't come out yet. It don't come out till Monday.
No. I'm saying they was number 5. They dropped them to number 5.
Oh, you talking about Alabama? Exactly.
Somebody just called me clueless, so I got to defend myself now. He said Zoe hated CMR. The man name is not CMR. The man name is Coach Mark Rick. The man name is, so stop abbreviating people.
I didn't even know who that was.
Okay, but something. See, the man name is Coach Mark Rick. If you can't spell, then I understand that. I understand why you put CMR in there. Okay, but he said Zoe hated Coach CMR and loved Manny Diaz and wants Ed Reed as head coach. All right, he clueless. First off, he's clueless. Put a apostrophe with an S behind that. So I'm gonna put you in school a little bit, dummy. Let me explain something to you. It's not that I hated CMR. I did not like Coach Mark Rick for what he did at Alabama. At Georgia. But Coach Mark Rick, those games that he won, that 10-win season, was because it was Manny's defense the reason why they won. The offense was trash. The offense was ranked in like the 90s. We couldn't score points. Remember, that was the year we broke all the records for turnovers. That was the year we broke all of those records. So, I fell into the hype of Manny's defense. I had already seen that. What they say, you seen that movie before? You seen that before, Coach, when it came to Mark Rick? I had already seen that film before. I already knew his ceiling. So when you know someone's ceiling and you know that they couldn't get it done when the SEC East, especially then, was the worst conference in college football. Like, they had Tennessee, they had like horrible teams, and once they had left Florida, like they weren't good. And he would always lose to teams that he wasn't supposed to lose to. He did the same thing when he got in Miami.
Hey,
so that's why I did not want him. So when you say I'm clueless, I understand you. I might be clueless. I'm just a little smarter than you.
Hey, that year that they went 10-3, without looking at the computer, I bet y'all can tell me who was number one with the defense.
The defense was great that year. That's when they broke all those records, turnovers, and everything.
Out of all the school, right? I bet y'all can't name me the team that was number one and Miami was number two.
Sure can't.
Sure never can.
Hey, I was out there trying to be number one. Shit, damn Miami at that time. I was out there trying to coach myself.
Yeah.
That
year. And we went higher than the next year.
all I'm saying is when I wanted Manny, listen. I don't deny I wanted Manny. I thought he was going to be a great up and coming coach. And
Down the Tech with number one with Blake.
I just thought he was going to be a great up and coming coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he was going to be. We was going to go after a young guy, and there really was nobody available. I don't think at that time either. When Manny, even though they didn't do no research, they didn't do their research. It really was no coach available at that time either. Like you say, you got who you gonna buy from where? Like who are you gonna buy from where? I don't know if Cristobal. I think Cristobal was already at Oregon when Manny got hired. If I'm not wrong, was he already at Oregon, coach?
I think he was at Alabama.
Because Manny been at Miami what 3 years? This is his third year.
Yeah.
You talking about overall?
Yeah.
I don't hear nobody talking about Manny Diaz. I'm talking about Mario Cristobal. I don't hear nobody in here talking about they want Mario.
No, I'm just saying. I think Mario was the only one that was available at that time.
No, they want him. I don't hear nobody saying they want him to be the coach, and I haven't heard that his name come up yet. And we've been on here 2 hours. I ain't heard nobody say yet they want him to be the coach.
And I'm about to get my ass off here now. I'm tired too.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think he want to be the coach.
First of all, $27 million buyout. Who gonna buy him out?
Let's just say we buy him out. What are we getting out of Mario Cristobal?
Oregon South.
No, I'm being honest. What are we getting? What are we getting out of Mario Cristobal?
I don't know.
Besides he's from here and he played there.
I don't know.
Because guess who else did that?
Who?
Randy Shannon from here played there.
Yep. Yeah. Young Jedi said nothing.
Now Jedi King.
Young Jedi said nothing.
I'm just asking a question. What do we get?
Oh my God, Young Jedi crazy.
What do we get out of Mario? Nobody has said yet. What? So if he comes here, what does he bring to the University of Miami?
It said we can recruit. We've been recruiting.
I say.
What's that talking about? We've been recruiting.
Do me a favor. Hold on. I got a question. I've been waiting for that. That's what I've been wanting somebody to tell me.
I've been talking about that all year long. I mean, for 5 years.
But here's my thing. I understand recruiting. Who is his top recruits?
From where?
You tell me.
The linebacker that cut out from us and went to them, and then they got
J Love T said he'll make us contenders overnight.
They got the free safety that's gonna be going in the first round.
Where?
From Oregon.
I'm saying, what about? But where's that kid from?
I don't know. I ain't never looked him up. That's what his name is. This shit's. He got one of those African last name.
He said Justin Flo. I see Chris Gunn said Justin Flo.
Yeah,
I get that.
Linebacker.
You talking about the linebacker? Okay, I agree. But you also,
I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes. I'm getting out of it in 10 minutes.
All right, I promise you. I promise.
10 minutes.
I'll be done.
J Love T. I'm talking J Love T. No, I'm talking J Love T. He asked, "Can I put his train?" I said, "No, T. You got 10 minutes." So I put it in for that.
Right, so here's what I'm saying. Will we all agree, yes or no, in the chat, whatever? Oregon is the best team in the West.
Yeah, for now.
Is Oregon the best team in the West?
Yeah, now.
Was it the best team in the West? It's been the best team in the West since when? How long?
I say probably about. I want to say about 4 or 5 years now. Cause
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, but they got banned out with Reggie Bush and all that. So within the past 6-7 years, with Chip Kelly and all them guys, they were the best team. They've been the best team in the West, right?
Basically, yeah.
No.
Stanford got it a couple times. Stanford did it a couple times.
You got
UCLA
out there.
But the best team.
The best team. I think Stanford. I think Stanford did it once or twice.
And then Oregon has now taken over.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I like Stanford coach while y'all bullshitting.
Nah, he's straight. So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. So for Oregon, if that's the best team in the West, isn't that an easy sell to a West Coast kid? That's an easy sell to a West Coast kid. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying he can't recruit at all. What I'm saying is that's easy recruiting. He's not at San Diego State getting Justin Flo. He's not at Washington State getting Justin Flo. He's at Oregon getting Justin Flo.
And he has Nike money.
Right, but we're just talking about recruiting. I forget. We're talking about one of the best.
Nike's look at their facilities.
I get it. I get all that, but I'm just talking about him as an individual. His ability to bring in guys. Okay, all I'm simply saying is he's the best team in the West, right? People talking about Arizona State. Okay.
Hell no.
I guarantee people will pick Oregon over Arizona State. I guarantee you that.
Hey, J T, come speak your point because I got 8 minutes.
So my last question is: people talking about, when he was at Alabama, he got recruits. Well, wasn't Alabama getting top recruits before he got there?
Yeah, every one of their coordinators got recruiting coordinator of the year.
Everybody. So that's my point. So before he got there, they were getting top recruits. When he was there, they were getting top recruits. When he left, are they still getting top recruits?
Yep. Every one of their coordinators get recruiter of the year. If me or you go to Alabama and we are the recruiting coordinator, we all go recruiting coordinator of the year.
I'm not saying he's not a fiery guy. I'm not saying he can't recruit. What I'm trying to say is, look what's in his back pocket when he's recruiting. He's in the best program, Alabama. You're in the best program of the West, Oregon. You get what I'm coming from? Like, you're in the best. It makes your recruiting a little bit easier. I'm not saying he won't do a good job in Miami. I'm just saying, because I got something else I'm holding in my back pocket for my show. But that's it.
Good evening, fellas. Let me back up Mario. What's up, fellas? Let me back up Mario real quick. For what you said. Another reason why is because not only he can recruit, he can find diamonds. I like what he did at FIU. You know, with the T.Y. Hiltons, the Willie Jones, and whatnot. Not only that, I trust that he can build the right staff.
You're talking about NLT. JLT.
Let me finish. Hold
on, Tom. Put you on pause real quick. Like, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm trying to save his life. I'm trying to save his life because I see that look in your eyes. So I'm gonna let him go. Go, JLT. I'm trying to save your life. Though. You gotta go.
Listen, who was the best recruiter on the UM staff the past 15 years that basically saved UM? I'm gonna give you a hint. To this day, y'all still blame him for the blizzard halfback pass.
I ain't in the trivia, so go for it, dog. Talk to me.
James Coley. At the end of the day, yes. Was he a perfect play caller? No. But he was the best recruiter in the past 10, 15 years. Go back and look.
I work with James Coley.
Yeah. James Coley was a beast. The people that he brought in when he was here was phenomenal.
Was he at the Al Golden?
No, Mario was the
with
one
Al
that
Golden.
No, I said Coley. I said it wasn't Coley on the Al Golden.
No, Mario. Yes, he was on the Al Golden, but Mario was the one that made the referral.
That's not. No, everybody say how bad Al Golden was. That's why I asked the question.
No. Al Golden was bad on defense. You got to give him his respect on offense. His offensive side of the tree is phenomenal. Everybody got raises. Everybody got better jobs. You got to give him.
You got to hurry up. Come get out of here, JLT.
Hold on. I'm still trying to get you to tell me what Mario referring James Coley to the U got to do with his recruiting or making him a better coach for the U.
What will make him a better coach for the U?
That's what you can. J Love, you know I love you, dog. But you came in here and said, I'm backing up Mario. First thing he recruited, but after that, he the one referred James Coley to University of Miami. What that got to do with him being the head coach?
Okay, that's the reason. I gave it 2 reasons. Number one, I can trust him to build the right staff. Number two, he's an offensive line. He's an offensive line guru. He can build the offensive line. The Hurricanes been bumping their chest for the past 10, 15 years is because we grab at least a top 10 skill position, but we ignore the trenches, completely ignore the trenches. I feel like with Mario, the trenches will be first, offense and defense. No, he doesn't have a track record for making a great front four, but on offense, he can. So to answer your question, the O-line, build the O-line, the O-line. Every year we go ahead.
So JLT, you can't be a chest. You can't be like you said. You can't be bump your chest. So basically, the same thing we've been saying about every coach we want. It's an if. It's not 100 because you said you guarantee he would win for us. Like guarantee.
So here's my question. All right, you build the O-line. That's great and dandy. But Mario Cristobal, would you consider, J Love, I'm talking to you, do you think Oregon is the best team in the West right now? From top to bottom, from recruiting to players to recruits to all of that. Do you think they're the best team in the West right now?
Yes.
Okay. Second, do you think Mario Cristobal has an elite staff right now? I'm sorry, whoa, let me go back. Do you think Oregon has unlimited funds and resources to build whatever they want?
To build whatever they want?
Yeah, meaning not build like physically build a building, but to create the staff that he wants, whatever he wants. Do you think they have the money to do so?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that he has an elite coaching staff?
I wouldn't know. I'm not an Oregon fan. I can't. I don't know from top to bottom like at UM. I can tell UM staff is trash too.
Okay, but I ain't worried about you. I'm talking about the future head coach of Miami. So if he has unlimited resources, he has all the stuff he can do to build these teams. Why is he still dropping games the way he's dropping them? And when he's beating people, he's beating them by a point. I mean, not a point, but a touchdown. What I'm saying is if he's elite, he's in the best program in the West, the best facilities, the best recruiting, unlimited resources. He drops a game to Stanford. He just beat Cal, who was 1-4 last night by 7 points. I watched that entire game. He just beat Fresno State by 7 points. Still a good team, but you're still the best team in the West.
Why is he not Alabama? Why is he not Bama? Basically.
Why is he not the Bama of the West? That's all I'm saying. Why is he not the Alabama of the West? Meaning, I ain't saying you got to blow him out by 60, 70 points, but at least I'm talking about he won games within the last 4 minutes of the game, and you're the best of the West. And you're playing 1-4 Cal, who ain't that good. Stanford, good, solid program, but you shouldn't be dropping games to them because Stanford to Oregon is equivalent to North Carolina is to Miami. Right? What I'm trying to say is if the gentleman has everything at his disposal, what do you think he's going to come to a school that's handcuffing him? If you have everything at your disposal, we talked about money. We talked about this. We talked about he's going to have freedom and autonomy. He's going to talk about all these different things he has. He has that currently in the West, and he's dropping games. He's a great recruiter. He's got the best. You got Justin Flo, all of the California kids.
Can I read the super chat?
He came in to beat Ohio State. Great job, but Ohio State ain't looking too sexy now either, are they?
Can I read the super chat? I said Miami should throw all the money and budget at James Franklin. That dude won at Vandy. He knows how to build a team. We should kick tires and go get him Joe Brady as well.
Man, Joe Brady, listen, Joe Brady gonna do his time. He gonna be an NFL head coach like Sean McVay. He ain't coming back to college unless he straight up get kicked out of NFL. He's a young dude, right? He's a young light-skinned brother. He's got the opportunity. He's got the look. He's got the face, right? He's clean cut. He's an offensive mind, right? That's what the NFL wants. It's about selling tickets. He saw what he did. As soon as he had my man from LSU, what happened? Got a job in the NFL. Bingo.
Coach Hayes said, Coach Hayes, I said, but me honest, I said the same thing. I like Cristobal, but I said the same thing about Cristobal. Like, is Cristobal really that? That's why he's not on my list right now. Plus, like I said, he's talking about $27 million buyout. Like, has he earned that type of? He hasn't earned that. So that's why, like, people, I don't. Like I say, it may be taken for somebody to say it, but I say the same thing. Like, he has not earned. He doesn't have that class. He has not earned that to be that. And when you say he bring us back today, JLT, I was like, no way. There's no, it's no way. Like, and you know what's going to happen? We're going to be having the same conversation 3 years from now because we invested. No, I'm calling what you said in the chat. You say we back now is what you said. I go back and find it now. That's exactly he brings us back now immediately. We are.
J-Lo. Yeah, what you said, J-Lo.
We're not. You're right.
So you said you
if he's handcuffed at Miami,
he's not handcuffed. No, he's not handcuffed. He's not handcuffed at Oregon. That's the point. He's not handcuffed, and he's still not getting it done at Oregon as that guy. He's not handcuffed at Oregon. He has the best facilities on earth. Have you ever seen a facility? Like, they have the best facilities on earth. He's not handcuffed, and he should be. My thing was he should be Alabama of the West, the way for what he has, and he's not.
Oh, hold on now, because remember, Hayes said, "What if he's handcuffed at Miami?"
I know.
He has the unlimited. Hold on, let me finish. If he has the unlimited resources at that's a different story.
No, it's not.
Earlier.
No, it ain't.
Let me finish. Having unlimited resources at Bama and having unlimited resources at Oregon are two totally different things.
I've been
Come
quiet.
on, man. I know.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, he recruiting the West is great, bro. They got players out there. It's not about when they won that national title. With Coach, I think you miss Coach Hayes' point. And when I say Alabama the West, I think you miss my point. What Coach Hayes saying is Alabama blow out the team that they're supposed to blow the fuck out, and Oregon tiptoes through them. They barely beat the teams that they're supposed to blow out. With the unlimited budget that he has at Oregon, the team that they're tiptoeing against and barely beating, they should be beating them almost, not even the way, but at least in a similar fashion as Alabama does the team that they're supposed to blow out. And they're not doing that. Why is that?
So who would your pick?
No. Answer the question.
I can't answer that.
That's all
I cannot answer that.
I don't.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna do this, J Love, and I know you finna go. Zoe. So I'm looking at Crystal Ball's first year, right, at Oregon. I'm not even count FIU. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Dan Ewan, thanks for the $10 donation, my brother. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, Ace froze?
Oh, you might have froze.
Yeah, he froze, boy.
Yeah,
he never hold a chin that long.
Yeah, he froze. He'll come back in though. He'll come back. Hurry up. I'm ready to get off.
Nah, man, but unlimited resources at Oregon, unlimited resources at Walmart, two completely different.
No, we're not. But we're not talking. We're talking about.
You're right.
We're talking about two different coasts. We're talking about two different. Coach Hayes, you got the screen. You got the Digo. He right here. We're talking about two different coasts and we're talking about two different coasts, and we're talking about them playing against, like, we're not talking about them playing against SEC talent or this and that. We're just talking about them like playing against like teams that suck and they barely beat.
Yeah, I just want to say this part, and I'm gonna be kind of done with it, right? So just quickly, I want to go through this. His first year, he's 9-4, right? Bowling Green, 58-24. Portland State, 62-14. San Jose State, 35-22. Stanford lost, 31-38. California won, 42-24. Right? Washington won, 30-27. Washington State lost, 20-34. Arizona lost, 15-44. UCLA, they won, 42-21. Utah, they lost, 25-32. Arizona State won 31-29. Oregon State 55-15. Michigan State 7-6 in the bowl game, won by $1. If we would have lost a game to Arizona 15-44, we'd be ready to fire that dude. Any coach, right? That's his first year though. We will give him his first year. We will give him his first year problems. Now here we go. I'm just talking about his record. Auburn lost 21-7, but we come back and whoop Nevada 77-6. Montana 35-3. Stanford won 21-6. This is a big year now. This is the Rose Bowl year, right? 21-6. California 17-7. Colorado, they always terrible, 45-3. Washington 35-31. Washington State 37-35. USC terrible at that time, 56-24. Arizona 34-6. What I'm saying is that you see what I mean is that it's so close. Great Rose Bowl year, but then let's go to the next year. Had a great year. And now here we go. The COVID years up here, right? Lost to Oregon State 38-41. Lost to California 17-21. USC won 34-24. What I'm trying to say is he is in the same dogfights we are currently in right now. And he's got the best of everything. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a mic drop to me. I can't.
I'm saying he's in dogfights. He's in dogfights, and you are when I say the Alabama of the West, meaning all of the resources, the best facilities, as much staff as you want, all this. He just ain't making $10 million a year. All of the uniforms, you got 97,000 uniform combinations, all the duck ride on the motorcycle, all that good stuff, and you in your dogfights week in and week out. So why would it be better here? That's my only question.
Yeah. I already answered it. He'll fix the O-line problems, and I trust him to build a better staff.
Why he ain't doing that Oregon now?
That's my point. If you got all the resources and money, why don't you go get the best staff you can get? Why you can't?
He's not handcuffed at Oregon.
The O-line ain't a problem at Oregon. And so if the O-line is not a problem at Oregon, why are you still winning to lower caliber teams by 7 points? The O-line is not the problem at Oregon. I agree. But it's more to football than just fat dudes standing up front blocking. I get it. But so he comes to fix the things at Miami. What else? So what doesn't he fix here? Because guess what? I have to say this. Our O-line was blocking today, and we still lost.
Hey, Kenny Moore said 97,000 uniform. Hey, time out. Now, J Lo T, the reason why I tried to warn you on this one is because I don't know if you know, but Coach Hayes coached with Mario. Man. Like I tried to.
I told him that.
You told him that. I tried to warn.
I said I coach with Coach Cristobal.
No, I tried to warn, bro. I'm sitting there like, this way everybody like, shut up. I was like, I'm trying to. He coached with him at FIU. This is what I was trying
but
to warn.
here's the thing: I still never said anything about our coaching relationship. I'm only going.
I know. I was just trying, but you dissect shit. You know, he says levels to this shit. Like you dissect shit just a little bit different because you coached on that level and you coached with him. So you never said anything bad to him about me, but I know y'all coached together. So that's what I was saying. I'm not arguing. I wasn't gonna argue a Mario Cristobal argument with you if y'all coach together. I'm just not. That's an argument. Whether or not no matter what, if y'all coach together, that's an argument. I'm staying away from something like that.
Sean Round says, Coach, you don't like Mario Lavalla? I'm confused. No, it's not that I don't like Mario. What I'm saying is
he knows his tendencies. You know him. That's what I'm saying.
No. That I haven't even said that.
I said I'm saying that. You know.
I know, but what I'm trying to. I know, but hear me out, guy. What I'm trying to differentiate what makes him different than any other one of these guys we're talking about. Because I forgot the brother that was on was talking about. I'm sorry, your boy Kane. Kane was on there talking about bringing guys in. What I'm saying is, where is the big hire to get this thing rolling? That's all It had nothing to do with Mario. I got a lot of positive things to say. I really don't have anything negative. These are not negatives. These are facts. These are stats that I read off.
What I was saying is,
I know you did.
I know for a fact. Like it's still you like all those facts you brought out, right? You brought them out, but I still like I'm not arguing with somebody that actually worked with somebody and understands. I'm just saying me personally. I've never.
I'm not saying but I'm not.
I've never been on that level neither. On that
I know
level.
this has nothing to do with level. Anybody could do this. I pulled up his stats. That had nothing to do with coaching. I looked at his stats. I looked at his record, and I said, "Dang, he's winning most of his games by 7 points." That has nothing to do with coaching. This had nothing to do with me working with him. This has me really diving deep, taking the emotion out of he's from Miami, played at Miami, and my heartstrings are involved because he is really no different than people saying the Ed Reed deal. Right? We want that guy, and I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, hold on, but we have to take our heart out of it and let's look at the production of the people. That's all I'm saying.
But you have everybody on this right here. Lane Kiffin head coach, Ed Reed head coach and waiting. That's $20 for category. Would be brilliant in my opinion. Coach nailed it on that. I tell you, you killed it with that. I dropped my Michael. You killed it with that. To me, that was.
Ed Reed has to be a coach. He can't be no chief of staff because he has to go through. You got to go through the gauntlet, dog. You can't be like, you know what I'm saying? That's like you out there welding and a dude come watch you every day and then he come get the supervisor job. He ain't never put no weld together. He ain't make no beads. And all of a sudden, because he watched you work, and now he got the supervisor role.
Say he lost to FIU. Who built FIU? Shit, we lost to FIU. We lost to FA. We lost to TNT Ted Turner Network. We lost to every team, bro. It don't matter. So every team that we lost to, we should go get their coach, right? Every team that we lost to, we should go get whatever team we lost to. So right now, we done lost 3 years in a row to North Carolina. We just hired Matt Brown. Come on, man. Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy.
He said the team we win it by 7, we're losing 2. That's correct. But what I'm saying is that's close. All I'm saying is that's close. That's all I'm saying. That's close. And I'm not knocking. I'll support Mario Cristobal hire. I will. I would definitely support Mario. I just want to put everything on the table. I'm looking at this right now as if I'm in the room about to hire somebody. That's how I'm looking at this.
And listen, I'm about to get up out of here because I'll probably be gone 15 minutes ago. So we'll have this conversation again one day.
We 5 years off. I said that we 5 years old. It's about 7 now, dog.
Mario has a better record than we do, but Mario will lose to the same team that we do, that he do out there. Like you said, Mario has the number one resources out west more than anybody, and Alabama has number one resources out east more than anybody.
Correct.
And they're not even on a close level with Alabama. Alabama demolished teams that they supposed to demolish, and Oregon with all that talent. Oregon with all that talent. He ain't told me that. He ain't told you that. If he don't want to be there, he shouldn't be there. All I know is I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna be going 15 minutes ago.
He don't want to be here.
I don't know where he want to be at. I don't know where you want to be. All I know is
I want to say this. I want to say this though.
As Mario is, can I just say this one thing?
I want to get. I want to get.
Well, close your screen down. We're taking this thing over, dog.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm closing the screen down. You can let me know when y'all. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all let me know when y'all done. Y'all can have. It's the first time ever I've been kicked out of my own. Y'all, hey, coach, text me when y'all done. Y'all can have it. I'm out.
Hold up, dog. Hold on. I got something for you right here, man. You got a dip, dog. It's nighttime for you, dog. Go on to bed, dog.
That shit terrible. A bit real crazy.
It's all good. I'm a man. Go ahead. What you saying, bro? We about to get out of here.
Exactly. I'm just saying, as celebrated as Mario is, as decorated as he is, as much of a king that we all see him to be, he could have been here, bro. He could have been here if he wanted to sacrifice anything.
He was here though.
I mean, in the capacity that we calling for right now. That's what I mean.
No, yeah, but again, he didn't have what he had under his record was only FIU.
Understood.
He's only been head coach in 2 places. FIU got fired from there by Pete Garcia, who came from UM as well. Other than that, he had been nowhere else. Right, so then you're gonna bring him in after a losing record. The FI, I'm just saying, I'm just calling facts. This has nothing to do with working with him and hate. I'm just calling what the numbers say and what the facts are. So what I'm saying, as a coach, we have to get beyond our affinity for the U and who are the people connected. Right, I get it. I totally understand that, and I want him to be, and I want a Kane to be that guy. Right, I want a guy to go back. But guess what? How's that working out for Scott Frost?
Talk.
I'm just saying. So you gotta you can't get the emotional hire sometimes. You gotta peel back the layers of the onion. So my thing about him is you make a great point. I'm only saying when I look at it, you say he's decorated. He's decorated in what capacity? How is he decorated?
As far as coaching at this point, because once again,
tell me how. Tell me what is he decorated as?
Rose Bowl, all that good shit, the record at Oregon, the stuff that aesthetically people gonna look at. They not the average person not gonna peel back the layers like you saying. So,
and the average person not doing the hiring. So that's why we have problem, because we are getting what the average person likes. But these people, Blake James and whoever these board of trustees, make a lot of money, or they own these boards for a reason to do that, because we put the trust of the university in their hands. Their job is to do that. Their job is not to look at the surface. Their job is to say, hold up, let me look deep into this dude. Right? Yeah. That's like the president of the United States. Guess what, bro? We may like who we like, but if he don't clear the background check and all that, you can like who you want to like. He ain't gonna be it.
I just think that even with everybody that's talking from the cheap seats or the skyboxes that's spraying their opinions, and they got like influence like that, but never really around the program. They will all complain about, they don't want us around, that type of stuff, but you never really see them actually around the program. Like this, it's a lot of guys that's from this program that's big influence. You know what I mean? Big money, that type of stuff. That if they ever did want to make a move to the program, they could. And with him, like I said, with everybody calling for him right now, okay. And then just with bruh talking about with Ed Reed, are y'all really ready to hate Ed Reed if things go wrong? Like for bruh, 90
Preach,
kids,
brother.
bro, basically to take care of, bro. And this is somebody who just retired as the GOAT at his position, and you want him to literally be out there with kids like that and take on that type of responsibility.
That's a huge jump, bro.
We
That's
got
a
to be
huge.
ready to hate Ed Reed, bro,
And
because we
here's the
hate who
deal:
he is, and
are
he's a
you gonna
local guy.
change? Yeah, exactly. Are you going? Listen, they hated Randy Shannon.
Facts.
Yeah.
They hated. What I'm saying is, Randy Shannon, born, bred, coordinator, He was a coordinator for the championship. What I'm saying is Ed Reed ready to be hated?
Exactly.
Forget us hating him. Is he ready? Because he's not going to win every game. That's just the fact of life, dog. Think about this. Alabama done all this, and they already calling to fire the defensive coordinator.
But
What?
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
but here's the thing: who is the real defensive coordinator, bro?
I understand.
Nick Saban.
Totally.
But these dudes on here fire Pete Golding. He sucks. He sucks. He been blowing out cats for the past 2 years, technically. And you're gonna drop a game here and there. I get it. But so is Ed Reed ready to be hated? Not the fact that we ready to hate Ed Reed, because we gonna hate Ed Reed. When I say we, I'm talking about fan base. Yep. But is Ed Reed ready to go in a press conference and keep it PC? Or he be like, man, F y'all cats, man. Y'all like try me. I'm Ed Reed.
He got the jacket, man. He got to stay there and take that.
Like, exactly.
Really quit at halftime on your ass and still be Ed Reed. Like, but the main thing is, bro, that I keep saying, if we don't get a coach that's a culture changer, that's an energy changer, when he walk into that building, everybody failed at their job, bro. Everybody should be respecting that dude walking through the door, knowing and believing that he got a plan. And it's going to change the way these kids approach everything too. Because the day just, once again, just showed me that it's, bro, we not tough, bro. The way we supposed to be tough, bro. It's just too many times where they getting caught and either getting ran over or getting ran around, bro. And it's not the scheme that's causing that. So we need somebody that's gonna come in this mug and like I said, just at the core, be tough, bro. Where we not getting pushed around, because nobody is afraid of us in any capacity right now, bro. And it's terrible.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like I said, I'm just gonna do a show, man. In regards to, we're gonna break it down, but I'm just telling you, man, straight up, like we need that splash. We need that splash dude, bro. We need a guy that's going. We need a guy. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this Tennessee, what you call it game? Ole Miss. That thing close. It's 5 points. Somebody just threw something at Lane Kiffin.
Oh shit!
Somebody just hit him with a golf ball or something.
Hell no.
They got the police out and everything. This is what I'm talking about. He from the crib, dog. Hey, Lane Kiffin, listen, I'm telling you, dog, this dude he went in the game. It's 54 seconds left. He done stopped the game. Everybody off the sideline because somebody done threw something out in the crowd from Tennessee. And that boy say, ain't nobody playing today. I'm looking at it.
Lane always been that little snobbish, you know what I'm saying, kind of smart dude that everybody kind of,
I like it.
Almost wormish, but he's like, you know, he know his shit. Like
he want to be the smartest guy in the room.
Exactly.
I like it.
Bro, get the right type of environment. I think he'll excel too, because that USC shit and all that there, bro.
That was just bad, dog. That was behind that Reggie Bush stuff. Wasn't it behind all that?
Everything. But he got
but I'm saying all that happened with him when he came in with Reggie Bush, and because remember your boy left right after that.
Pete Carroll.
He went to Seattle. So he's in the same boat Al Golden was in. Like,
but his
they throwing stuff on Tennessee, throwing stuff on the field, dog. Oh shit.
Nah, dog, they fucking it up now.
Andy talk trash to Nick Saban. Ain't nobody else talking trash to Nick Saban.
That's right.
Well, and then the AD, Like we
I
definitely
looked at
don't
his
get.
resume, Jason. He said, "Look at Kiffin is horrible. Go look at his resume." I looked at it.
You gotta
Every
look
time I
at
look
some
at
of
it, the
the
dude
quarterbacks that dude worked with.
he going to get him.
Telling you,
Oh, imagine the quarterbacks that'll come here.
telling you, bro. Like y'all better smarten up, man. When it comes to certain people, name coming across people's desks. Like you got to think of the coaches and all of that Lane Kiffin probably got in the Rolodex to this point, from the keys to the trees, bro. He literally been down here with FIU before, bro. And imagine, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in his phone, bro? When he actually do get a phone call about prospects and things like that. So and he don't have to be the person that do it all. Like he could just delegate the authority like he's supposed to.
The only thing I hate, dog, his defense is terrible.
Well, that's exactly where the AD, well, not the AD, but people like Ed Reed, if they are around,
The coach in waiting. There you
exactly.
go, baby.
That's who
There
you
you
can
go.
lean on to be like, hey, bro, like, where's this? You know what I'm saying? Let's look somewhere we supposed to be looking. I like the Hugh Freeze thing, but they're gonna hold everything against them that they usually hold against people like that. Same thing with crazy ass Mike Leach and
He crazy as shit. I love it though, dog. He crazy.
the people that we probably could get in here and make some noise with, bro. They all got baggage. We
Yeah.
can't get
They all
John
got
Gruden.
baggage.
Can't get John Gruden. Hell no.
You don't want, and here's the thing: John Gruden already said he don't want to do recruiting. His heart ain't in it.
Facts.
I wouldn't. I mean, dog, college football is a different animal than NFL football, dog. Like Airbnb is a great choice, Brian Leftwich. But think about it: how many NFL head coaches decide to leave, not being fired and need a job,
Mm-hmm.
like Bill O'Brien was fired and didn't have a job.
Facts.
I'm talking about they decide to leave the NFL and become a college head coach.
Not
See,
many.
that's the thing I'm saying when people got to really think like, yeah, Airbnb. Sometimes being a head coach ain't always the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
See,
But
sometimes, and Brett Venables is a prime example. He like, dog, I want to coach football. I don't want to go to the booster meeting and fly over here to go see this booster parent and go over here and make this speech. I want to do X's and O's and coach the kids. And bro, you're making $2 million a year, dog,
facts.
with less headache.
That's why I
Yeah.
say we can't go in and lowball nobody. If we don't go, once again, I just want to at least knock on the door. I at least want to see if we can get a meeting with somebody like that. You know what I mean? Because at some point, I don't think we thought we can get a meeting with Butch. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the Super Bowl staff and all that kind of stuff. And Butch ended up coming here and planting some shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, bro, I can't say it enough. He's responsible for the greatest college football team ever. And that's
You know
facts.
what? And I'm with you, dog. I go with my briefcase full of 10 million and let's
Facts.
get it.
Facts. And if they say no, at least everybody knows how serious Miami is about getting that guy this time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just walking up to Al Golden in Philadelphia in that damn ghetto that it was at the time and getting fishing him out of a goddamn crab hole and shit. So
Mhm.
we definitely got the cachet at this point and the funds, obviously, to walk up to one of those guys and at least get a meeting. So
Mhm.
everybody will know that we're serious now. So the next person that it's more of a chance of us getting, probably will be way more receptive to us coming to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, dog.
No, I'm with you, dog. Like, hey, it ain't worth the try. Hey, I go shoot at Nick Saban. He may don't
Facts.
like his parking spot. He
Facts.
want a new parking space down here by a palm tree. So I'm just saying, I would try it, but
Dog.
it's a super long shot. But what I'm
Dog.
saying is, I'm just being realistic, right? In the sense of, I get it, go try it. But my thing is, who out here is available that we think can make a splash and that can make an immediate impact? And everywhere they've gone, they made an immediate impact. These are the things I'm looking at. This ain't nothing personal.
Great question.
I think they missed out on Butch again, though. I think they missed out on when they got Manny. They could have had lightning in the bottle again with Butch, at least to the point where he would come in and stabilize us again, bro. Because even again, his coaching staff back then, that wasn't nothing to sneeze at. You feel
that's
me?
fair.
So, and the defensive offensive line was gonna be on point with Butch. Butch was not finna play no games with the trenches.
No,
he
that's
came
fair.
up under Jimmy, and Jimmy was that guy when it came to the trenches and linebackers. So it would all work, at least structure-wise, with Butch.
That's fair. Let me ask you this real quick. I don't even, man. We on here with Zoe. I'm out of here, man. Listen, Urban Meyer, what y'all think, man? What y'all think?
Oh, that's immediate. This is not even a debate. That's immediate. That was shake football.
No swerving liar for me, man. We gonna be in Nevin Shapiro water again. He gonna try to go bail out Nevin Shapiro or some shit.
No. So let me ask you a question. See, sometimes we get caught up. So is Ohio State under sanctions?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm asking, are they under sanctions?
Nah, not at all.
Hold on. Was Florida under sanctions under him?
No, not at all.
Was Utah under sanctions under him?
No.
So why would it be a Nevin Shapiro issue?
Because they all went under sanctions after he left.
They got nothing to do with me.
Okay, so no more. Hey, if we gonna play it like that, if we gonna play the game like that, hey, I'm with it. I throw rocks at the jail.
Hey, all I'm trying to say, dog. All I'm trying to say at the end of the day, we ain't gonna be like Georgia talking about we won one in 1980. Yeah. Look here.
That's a fact.
Hey, all I'm just trying to say, but did they go into sanctions? No, on the serious note, because I don't know this. I'm asking. Ohio State didn't go into sanctions after he left.
No,
each and every one of them got some kind of trouble had going on. Because remember, at Ohio State, Swerving Liar had the damn whole scandal with his coach going on and shit. That assistant coach that was groping women.
He was beating his wife.
You know what I just did? I'm in my bag. I just sit here and listen to Coach Hayes say the same shit I've been saying, and all y'all sitting there like, y'all sitting here like, but when I say this shit, y'all give me all kind of smoke. Miss me with that shit. Did y'all actually think I wasn't going to sit here and be Bobby the Brain Heenan? Because see, me and Coach Hayes think alike. I think that's he puts me in.
Hey, so this is it right here, so. This is it right here, so.
Do you want smoke?
Y'all see, brother, I got some of that fed off me, so I had to come. Listen to me. Do y'all not think that I was going to be sitting here actually listening? Now, I was watching the game like Coach Hayes, but I was actually listening. And I don't know if Coach Hayes is a genius or what, but he was asking the exact same question I'm asking. And J Love T and Katie asking him like, yes, you're right. But when I answer no, so you're wrong, so. You're wrong, so. What's the deal? I need you two to step up to the plate and ask me what's the deal. You know what I'm saying? It's the Al Golden effect.
No, it's not.
It's the Al Golden effect.
So I'm gonna say this on the way out, as it always said. It's not what you say.
It's how you say it. It's how you say it. And you so right though, because I done been so much. I've been a lot smarter lately, and trying to be, even though I still got the dummies in the check, and trying to articulate myself a lot better.
Can't do it.
And I'm getting better, but I'm getting better with, guess what? Coaching. I'm getting better with coaching, because if I get in here, see, I did some shit tonight. I already know that I'm out to hear from Coach Hayes tomorrow, because he's gonna tell me some shit that I said. Because when he looked at, anytime he give me that look, I'm like, oh shit, I done said something. But you know what? I'm just being honest with you. Mentorship and coaching. So even at 45, I need coaching. And I didn't understand that. Remember me and you talk on the phone. Me and you talk on the phone, K-Dance, a lot now. Then we talk about the same thing with the Battle League. The mentorship and the coaching. Certain people, certain men need certain, you know what I'm saying, at certain levels of life, you can never stop coaching.
Yes, sir.
So when I do, I'm not defending an Al Golden I'm not defending Al Golden or saying that he's better than Mark Richt. I'm saying you look at both of their circumstances, Al Golden handled his circumstance way better than Mark Richt handled his circumstance at Miami.
Al Golden's the best coach.
That's facts. He handled his circumstance at Miami with we say limited funds, coach, or zero funds. We say limited funds or zero funding. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about now when I'm talking, you want to argue with me. When Coach Hayes talking, you want to sit back and listen. So sit back and listen. So sit back and listen when I'm talking to you. See what I'm saying? Sit back and listen when I'm talking to you. Sit back and listen. All right. When Al Golden was here, he didn't have zero funding, and it was under probation. And Mark Richt was here; they had all the funding and not under probation, and they performed about the same way on the field. On the field, I'm not talking about what he said to the AD. You know that they performed the same way on the field. When he brought up the Mario Cristobal thing about being out west, I'm a Mario guy. Mario has unlimited resources. If he had the same unlimited resources on the East Coast where football is actually better, he would actually lose to some of those teams because North Carolina has more money than Arizona State. Facts. Duke has more money than Arizona State. Facts. Like, so those teams that he barely beaten, he would probably lose to those teams over here in North Carolina and Dukes. You see what I'm saying? Like, because he's barely beating teams over there that don't have nowhere near the funding of Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Duke, Virginia. These schools actually have money. Arizona State got dirt.
I don't know. I know it's hot in Arizona.
Yeah.
Is there a Jimmy Johnson diamond in the rough out there? Because once again, Jimmy,
you never know. You never know until you hire them, dog.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Jimmy came Oklahoma State, though.
You hired him.
My bad.
And that's the hard part about football today. You will never know until you hire those guys. You will never know who the next person is. It could have been Manny. It could have been, and we wouldn't even be in this discussion, right? So when our program is in dire straits, now we have to go to what? We got to go to record. We got to go to who's doing what, because we don't know. And the football is way different as it was then. I don't even think Jimmy Johnson will get these opportunities today that they got back then, because football is just so different. You know what I mean? It's polarizing. I'm talking to you. We doing a live chat. I got 2 games playing right here, another screen with the scores going, and I'm checking my fantasy league on that screen. I'm just saying, and I'm looking at a camera, talking to a mic, checking my phone. Back then, you had to go get the Football Digest to read up what Jimmy Johnson did.
And guess what? He's on the phone on the camera talking to us without a regular camera, just on his phone camera. Like this how times have changed. Like I tell you what, if you look at greatest coaches, I'm gonna let everybody go because it's been 3. But if you look at greatest coaches just in the last couple years, like it's been Urban, Nick Saban, and I'm gonna put what's name in there, Dabo, and Pete Carroll, even though he took his championships.
Were they innovators? Or
that was
that crazy?
No, because it takes both. It takes both because we have talent and losing with coaches that can't coach because we have top 15 talent. That's facts. And we're losing with coaches that just can't coach. So it takes both because you can be the greatest coach in the world and not win a championship because you don't know how to coach that talent. I mean, you got the greatest players in the world and not win a championship because you don't know how to coach that talent. So it takes both. Nick, you don't think Nick Saban a great coach? Shit. That man's it's harder to coach talent than it is to coach non-talent because that's when all your egos and everything get involved.
But I'm asking, what's the difference between Nick and Jimmy? Because
I don't know if there's a difference. I think they're both the same.
Was the defensive line and on the offensive line where everybody can move.
Well, I don't know if it's innovative or all I know is to put it away. I don't give a shit who more innovative. The talent, if you can get me, I try. Phil Jackson didn't create the triangle. Tex Winter did, but Phil Jackson was able to win with it, and Tex Winter wasn't when he was coaching. So I'm being honest with you.
But innovative.
But Tex Winter could not win as a head basketball coach with the triangle offense. Phil Jackson could.
But I think you know what I think they were good at? I think Jimmy and Nick Saban were good at program building.
There you go.
I think that I think they're good at.
Oh, let's talk now.
No, but I'm saying I think they're good at.
Get your ass. I'm gonna get your
Oh, they got him. Listen, I think they were good at the program, right? In the sense of when you go in there, expectations, what's to be done. That's right. Even defensively, they had their own piece, but what they were good at was also delegating, right? And saying, "All right, bro, Zoe, you weld great, so go be the welder." I ain't saying you a weld and go be a carpenter. Yeah, you know how to hammer and cut wood, but that ain't your forte.
I can't build shit.
But that ain't your forte. Your forte is welding, brother. You cut wood and you hammer nails. So go be the carpenter. Don't go be the welder. And that's what they did. Put people in position, and they found good people through their interviewing process. They understood a lot of things about those guys, and I think that's what makes them great. Because think about the turnover at Alabama, but think about the turnover that's at Alabama.
And they keep
every 2-3 years, they get a brand new offensive coordinator, brand new coaches, and the results are still the same because the process is almost like Bill Belichick. You get brand new this. Think about it. The only constant at New England at the time was Tom Brady. Every year is a new set of receiver, a new set of this. They done went through Randy Moss. They done went through Chad Johnson. They done went through Wes Welker. They done went through Amendola. They done went through.
What about the defenses? They done
went through. Yeah, but they done went through Marshall Faulk. They done went through all these people. And at the end of the day, you still going to the bowl. So what I'm saying is the process is good. The system is set up. Now, if you're part of that system, all for you. If not, there's a lot of people that leave Alabama. There's a lot of players that leave Alabama. You don't hear about it.
Don't hear about
like
it.
With Jimmy, like you
I got one better for you than Jimmy though. I got
that Jimmy put together.
I got one better for you than Jimmy though.
Like
how many
one of the greatest
ever put how many national championships did Jimmy win at Miami?
One, but once again, bro.
I'm a Jimmy guy. You're not going. You know we're not. No, I am. I know that. Just let me finish. Just let me finish. See how you won't let me finish? That's your question. All right. So you can actually kind of get the same type of credit to Dennis Erickson. He won 2, and he knew how to keep a staff together. He knew how to build, and it's hard to win. It's hard to win too.
And it's hard. That one back offense on everybody.
Yeah. It's hard to win 2 championships. So Dennis Erickson.
My son going in the game, dog. I'm sorry. My son going in the game at Tennessee. Come on, Joe.
Your son going in?
He got Hendon Hooker got hurt.
Let's go.
We got to listen to this. You got to call the play. You got to play-by-play call of this right here, man.
Henderson Hooker got hurt. 18 seconds. Tennessee down by 5. It's 31-26. 18. My phone about to go off. Tennessee down by 5. It's 31-26. 18 seconds. They're on the 30-yard line. Well, I got to cut. Damn, I can't cut the volume up. They'll copyright you on.
Yeah, they'll copyright me. They're copyright.
I'll hit the replay, but they jacked him up decent. Like he on my fantasy too. Damn.
I can listen to you call the play like radio back in the day.
I'm listening. All right, Tennessee gets the ball. They're on the 32-yard line.
Love the boys.
I keep talking about they always talk through their. Hey, they always talk through their nose like this. If you're looking to buy a new vacuum cleaner, go to Sears.
That sound like Joseph Yaki.
Sound like who?
Sound like Joe Yaki. Sound like Joseph Yaki from
That's how they be talking.
Zoe got you moonlighting right now.
Tennessee has the ball on the 32-yard line. He drops back. He's getting pressure from the right-hand side.
The right-hand side?
Yeah, they don't tell it. They get from the right-hand side. Top of your screen. If you're upside down, it's the bottom.
Oh, my God. I'm killing you.
Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe.
Let's go, youngin'.
Hey, boy, that boy hit this thing. That boy finna get him some tacos tonight, boy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, though, man? That's what these channels is all about, though, to be honest with you, man. It's fun to talk shit, man.
Damn right.
That's what this whole you family thing is about, man. All the channels. We just have fun,
everybody in different places. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, man. We're a huge community.
Yeah, I got this thing on the wall over there. I can't move the camera. It's locked in, but we're going to see. Let's go, Joe. He jacked up for real, for real.
He kicking.
No, this the quarterback. They down by 5, but when they tackled him, his knee went into the ground.
What position does your son play?
Quarterback. I coached him in high school. I just called my son. He always around me. He quarterback at Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay, what's his name?
Joe Milton. He out of Pahokee.
Okay, say no more.
Number 5.
I gotta check on that.
Yeah, man, he young cat. He'd be all right. No, he was at Michigan. He already graduated from Michigan in 3 years.
Oh,
okay.
He on that.
That's a
Lakers all day dope say, who's Joe?
Yep. I know Kelsey must feel like a star because his thing been there for a long time. I remember move that down and get read some of these strings, man.
Them boys throwing water bottles on the field, bro.
Hey, Keontre went to work today, bro.
I like him a lot, dog. You know who they don't use a lot? They don't use Restrepo a lot, bro.
What?
Yeah, and he got hot, and he was hot today. He had a hot hand. Every time he got in, he made a play.
I'm gonna tell you what I got mad about.
With this
Here we go.
Bro.
Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I'm sorry, I can't call no play right now.
I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. If you listen to Coach, he keep talking about linebacker. Coach A said the same thing I said is coaching, man.
There we go, baby. 11 seconds left.
Yeah, listen, he broke it down. He broke it.
When I'm talking about it is that they can't really show what they could do because the D line is they ain't banging like this.
It's coaching, bro. It's coaching, but they put him in a bad position.
When Gerald Willis played with Pinkney and them boys, bro, that's
Gerald Willis was a different animal. He was a different animal. He was one of the best players. He was one of the best players in the. But he was one of the best players in the country coming out, and he was a 6-year senior.
Facts. But that's what linebackers need to be able to run wild.
He wasn't that great before he got to him. He was a 6-year. He grew into a man. He was playing a man amongst boys.
Come on, baby. Take your time.
If Nestor was that right now and John
Take your time. It's there. Throw it.
He wasn't. Hold on. He wasn't. No, you good. No, you good. I'm listening. No. Please don't be yourself. No, I'm listening. How you know?
Nah, it was right over his fingertips in the back of the end zone for the dub. Damn, Gina.
How many seconds?
You got to realize Nestor wasn't.
That's catchable, bro. Come on, 4. God dang, 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Last play.
The Tennessee got the ball. Were they down?
Yeah, they down by 5. They on the 21-yard line. Last play of the game. 3 seconds left. Timeout by old Miss. Punk ass Lane. Hey, punk ass Lane Kiffin. Josh Heupel, the head coach.
Really?
Yeah. He been lighting it up.
I hate Josh Heupel, man.
Why?
Bro, we were supposed to kill them in the national championship game when they got a chance to play that.
Oh yeah, when you play.
Man. We were supposed to kill
them. Look at funny thing. Look at Tennessee. They 4-2. They was trash last year with Jeremy Pruitt. And they scoring points, dog. Like they putting up points on cats.
And Heupel actually became a dope coach. So like that's the crazy thing about it.
Look at Lane Kiffin. He like this right now. Lane Kiffin like this, like, please, look. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. Because he's saying, I'm for the team. Like, there's something about that, like, hey, dog, I'm praying with y'all boys. Let's go, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
is it still time out? Or did the play happen?
It's gonna happen right now.
Okay, you see the screen. The screen fucked up. We had lost all of us. Everybody but JT Love. J Love too.
Joe, why'd you go? What are he doing, Joe? Oh, fucking son of a bitch. He ran around. He got to throw the ball for the touchdown. Anyway, he fucked it up.
Salute to the youngin', man. You got to salute the guy that take the shot.
No, it's the last play. You got to just throw it up and make a play. You ain't gonna run it.
Oh, he ain't throw it.
It's 3 seconds. He's scrambling around, and he just took off. Yeah. No, he took off. He got 15 yards, but you got to score. It's the last play.
And you ain't running 23 yards and get no touchdown. And they waiting for that.
Knock your head. You keep running around in a circle till somebody get open or somebody get tired.
Yeah, they want you to run it. But not on a serious note though, like for real, you have to like, and I'm gonna get out, but nah, you can't compare Jared Willis. Jared Willis was a grown man. Was Jared Willis as good as was he on that same level as Nasty Ness when they were the same age? No, he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing, so they weren't the same at the same age at the same time in their careers. At the same time in their careers,
The deep line play is
you're not. See, you won't see how you won't answer my question, but you. Listen
I
to me.
actually didn't hear the question. What was the question?
It was Joe. I mean, was Jared Willis was he as good as he is when he was Nasty Ness's age? Was he that good as he was when he left?
Because he was like a knucklehead though.
That's my point. So you can't compare a 6th-year senior to a junior. You can't do that. Like he did all of that as a 6-year senior.
But that was not my point. My point is the D line is supposed to be banging so that the linebackers can run.
I agree.
And my point, in the trenches and you're a D lineman, your job is to keep the offensive linemen off your linebackers. So
no, that's not always a job. No, you got 3 techniques, you got 2 techniques, you got guys. It does matter. Hey, coach, I got a question for you.
If the old lineman
coach, I got a question for you.
Can't do nothing.
Coach, I got a question for you. In certain schemes, you have penetrating defensive linemen. Matter if you have penetrating defensive. No. Let me finish. Let me focus. Let me know. You're not gonna let me finish. I mean, I tell you, listen the whole time. You ain't interrupt Coach A. One time you won't let me get it in. You know what defense you talking about that holds the defensive line up? The Mark D'Onofrio defense. That was the defense that was supposed to hold the offensive line up, and then the linebackers make the plays. That was Mark D'Onofrio's defense. The defensive coordinator Al Golden. That was his type of defense. Miami always used defensive linemen that got in the backfield and created havoc.
Same thing.
No, that's not the same thing. You said hold up the offensive line so the linebacker can make plays. That's what you said,
bro. If the defensive line is not taking up offensive linemen, bro, your linebackers can't run, bro. They have to. Somebody got to get a hat on somebody.
I'm confused.
Oh, I forgot about Lane Kiffin being at Tennessee. Look, they just threw some shit at him and he caught it. I love this dude, dog. Hey, he like this walking through the stadium. Hey, they doing him like this. Fuck you.
Yeah, they hate him. Boy, you know they hate him at Tennessee. God damn, boy, they hate him.
Man, that was touchdown, bro. Right there in the back of the game.
That was Al Golden. Jared Willis didn't take up. Jared Willis just shot by the offensive lineman. He didn't hold up linebacker. He didn't hold up lineman.
Hey, guy, I'm finna get up out here, man. I gotta get up. In the words of Louisiana Kane, I'm finna get up out here.
Get up out here.
Yeah.
All love, Coach, man. I appreciate you,
Coach. Yeah, you heard me?
Bless you, man.
You heard me?
All day, man. J Love and all them boys, man. Appreciate y'all, man. You know, as always, Sunday is our film day, so I make all the videos. I'll be up in the lab watching games. Hi, welcome to Coach Hayes Football. We're doing all that foolishness, man, so we be on it, man.
Don't forget the Patreon, man. I'm at your chest, boy.
Man, you know what? My website just opened up, man, so I thought about the Patreon thing. And I've been looking into it, but why go there? Even though I know they take a smaller percentage, but if I do it on my site, I can get all of it. So I'm finna definitely be checking it out. I'm actually talking with the guys on Monday to set up the subscription base. So I'm glad you want it. And I may just open it up early or whatever, because I want to do like the breakdown of the games and all that stuff. But I can't do it on YouTube, dog. They not, like I said, I couldn't even play this little bit of video right here. Dog, do you know I did commitment videos though?
Listen, I did a commitment video. Battle rap fan, man. So check out Dyke County Elite.
Oh, you do the you the battle rap. Yeah.
I talked about you.
That's why me and Zoe be going back. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm in it.
Hey, hold on. See, you done messed around and said something. Now I gotta hold on.
I want to battle. I said, yo, what you want to do?
Hey, yo, take Tuan Fowler off of me, dog. I need to get my whole screen covered.
I got you, fam. I got you.
Hey, yo, I want to battle.
Talk.
I say, yo. I ain't got shit to say. But the hardest line in the world. And I don't even like Chess and them like that, but when that boy dropped them shell cases,
that shit was epic.
Come on, bro.
Hell-raising, stop mouse cases and then shell cases.
These are the shell cases.
That's the hardest buy ever.
I see you in Ghouls? You down in Ghouls? I'm saying you from Ghouls? Okay, cool, man.
All
That's
the way
awesome.
Down at the bottom, South Red.
Yeah, you down there. I used to stop there around Eureka Drive down there, a little bit past the zoo. What was it?
That's the heights over there. That's the heights over
there, man. And what's the other
I'm gonna piss some people off. Then I'm gonna piss some people off. So I'm a battle. I'm gonna get up out you. I'm about to. No, I need you to stay for this one. I need you to stay for this one. I got a little oil in it. It's just a quick bar. All right.
You got a bar?
I got a bar. I got a quick bar.
Chocolate dropper.
The fat chocolate dropper.
Chocolate drip dropper.
I get sick and tired. All you motherfuckers talking about Butch, badass, but that motherfucker ain't win a championship and he bounced on y'all ragged asses.
Oh shit!
So stop talking about Butch until he actually do something, or smack yourself 12 times in the face, because you will never win nothing. Butch ain't do shit for Miami, but bring players and quit. And every motherfucker want to be on his motherfucking. I ain't gonna say no more.
Oh,
boy.
Don DeMarco.
Yeah.
Talk to these. Hey, I hire rappers. I don't rap. I will rebuttal right now, but
I'm talking about Butch.
I don't rap.
Butch 75 years old, man. So I'm talking about. We talking about old boy too old, 65. Butch 75.
He know what he's getting into when he's talking about Butch with me, coach.
That's what I did.
What we just talked about earlier. Who responsible for the greatest football team of all time?
No, I get it. Yeah. But
guess what? He couldn't win. He couldn't win with him. He couldn't win with him.
He got hosed out of
He couldn't win with him.
The covered full.
It took Larry Coker, one of the worst coaches, to win with a team that he couldn't win with.
Larry Coker in the Hall of Fame, man. You could have coached them boys.
Answer his question. Hey, I ain't even lying. You right. So why he couldn't get him to win?
He did. They got hosed.
They lost. They lost a game. They lost the game.
Hey, I'm going. You know me. I like to use the fact. Hold on, I'm going. I like to use the facts though. Started off 8-5, 9-4, 6-7, 0-5, 1-5. I'm good on Butch. Stay right with y'all, brother.
Hey, what the you talking Butch right now?
Butch ain't. Hold on, man. He ain't gonna.
He talking about right now. He talking about Butch.
I'm talking about right now. I don't care about what he did back then.
You talking about right now.
Hold on. See, this is why I can't ever get off. Let's go back. Let's peel back the layers of the onion. He's in the same city that he has the ties in. There's plenty of talent.
Oh, you talking about FIU? My bad.
And you're going 0-5 at FIU. You're literally in the same city. You're actually closer to UM than you are to their own home stadium. So you can't. You're gonna tell me all this talent around here, and y'all going 0-5, 6-7, 1-5 at FIU?
I get it.
Oh, you get it now. If I would have said it, coach, you know what I'm saying? If I would have said it, that's the Butch you want back. That's the Butch you want back. That's the Butch you want back. No, that's the Butch you want. Tell me, that's the Butch that you want. Tell me what Butch? Answer the question. What Butch you going to get? What Butch you going to get? The FIU Butch? Which Butch you supposed to get?
I want the Butch.
No, that's not what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you. Let me. I'm a mute him. I got to mute him. Cause see, I'm asking him a question. What Butch will we be coaching to getting? The Butch that right now, the Butch of 1999. You want you as Butch?
Oh, you muted me.
Oh, my bad. Hey, coach, what Butch will we get right now? What Butch you think we'll get right now? The Butch of 2000 or the Butch of today?
you gonna get the 1 and 5 Butch right now.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold up. You gonna get the 1 and 5 Butch. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you who you gonna get. Y'all want to know? Hold up. You want to know what Butch you finna get? Since y'all want Butch Davis so bad. Hold up. Y'all finna get the Butch that beat LIU, and can't none of y'all tell me what LIU even stand for.
Nah.
Lake City International University.
Long Island University.
Y'all know the man took the job around here, man, to be Miami, man. I know he took that job for that reason, bro.
It be Long Island University. Long Island University is in his head.
Hold up, Goo. And I got and I got a better one.
Bush really is, bro. Y'all,
yeah, I know what he was.
Like Bush wasn't that's still that Bush now.
Just like Michael Jordan ain't that. Just like Michael Jordan ain't Michael Jordan.
The way you feel, hold up. The way you feel about him is the way I feel about Mike Tyson. When I started seeing Mike Tyson, when he came out, he just getting knocked out. Bro, like every time he fell down, dog, a tear roll on my eye because he was my hero, dog. And every time, so do I want Mike Tyson today? Or do I want Mike Tyson? I want Tyson then, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
So right now, every time Butch coach, he knocked on his ass and until coming out.
I don't want the FIU Butch.
That's the one you're gonna get. And how Eddie Kane said, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it.
You know what I don't understand? Sometimes guys stay too long, dog.
Oh my God.
Man getting black. Listen, this man out here, he beat LIU 48. This man played the Sun Belt. He lost to Texas State 23-17. Cool. He go to Texas Tech 54-21. Lost 58-21, 45-30. Dog, put your whistle on that locker, man. Go get with your wife and drink some doggone drinks with
don't just put your whistle. He can't
on that little team that they beat up on it, and we started feeling good about
no, we ain't never feel good. He can't put his whistle on that locker. He cannot put his whistle on that locker without hanging his teeth up.
Without what?
Hanging his teeth up.
No, you put a teeth in the glass and sit them on the shelf right there.
Put a whistle around it.
Hold up. And there's a tube of being gay right next to it.
He would have been better than Maniac. We wouldn't be ready to put our foot in his ass.
The next thing for Butch is a damn wheelchair. Push him on the field. And he older than Bobby, man.
Please put on 90 Kane's baby comment, dog. And I'm out after this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Did y'all watch the end of the Tennessee game? They threw stuff at Kiffin, perfect for Miami. He held his nuts like, fuck y'all. Come on with it.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna rock with that, man. Lane as I need Lane as the head coach with Ed Reed coaching hiring and Butch as the grandfather of the program.
I only have BC. I only have one contingency. Lane can't bring his defensive coordinator. I have to be in there with him when he's hiring a defensive coordinator.
Who do you think? Charlie Strong?
I like Charlie Strong.
I like Charlie Strong too.
With a crazy head coach. You think?
Say it again. I missed it. Say it again now.
Y'all think that's possible for us to get a crazy head coach and a crazy defensive coordinator at the same time?
Charlie Strong ain't crazy.
That can actually make an impact.
Yeah, Charlie Strong.
Yeah, I think we got the money for that.
He intense, but he ain't. I don't think he crazy. He intense too.
That motherfucker intense. That nigga
crazy meaning like adult, like a good, you know.
Yeah, we got the money.
Think about it. That's all Alabama doing. You got Nick Saban as quote unquote the head coach, but he really the defensive coordinator. He teaches protege, right? And I guarantee he called players on that too. Hey, run such and such. Because think about it. Why does he get so mad? You see him out there making checks. He's talking to football players. Why is he talking? He knows what plays are going on. But you notice he don't talk to a lot of offensive guys. He may talk, but he don't talk to them about. You'll see when he's trying to correct them. But he don't talk to a lot of offensive guys. So why not? That's the perfect formula. Get you a very strong guy in the thing you don't do well. You don't do if Lane Kiffin's strong on offense, get you a strong defensive coordinator. That's all Dabo did.
But
Look
but
at
I'm
this.
asking,
Look at it.
like,
Look
are
at
they
it.
gonna
Look-
lowball that guy?
No,
Like,
they're not gonna lowball. No, they ain't lowball. When was the last time you heard about them lowballing?
That cost some bread.
When was the last time you heard about them lowball? They spend money. They're not lowballing. They're not gonna lowball nobody. They gonna pay within that realm of what you are. So they're not gonna lowball. Hey,
But
hold on. I got to answer Brother Jay Blaze. I'm gonna let. I want Coach to answer that. We already went over that. Brother Jay Blaze. Not as AD, man. Not as AD.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that point.
Not as AD, Brother Jay.
But here's my thing. Think about it. The same formula works. Look at Ryan Day. Who did he have? Who did they have as their defensive coordinator at Ohio State? Y'all remember?
No, I don't remember.
Greg Schiano.
Yeah, Greg Schiano. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you get a strong offensive guy and a strong defensive guy.
Why is Charlie Strong horrible? What makes Charlie Strong horrible? Because what happened at Texas? Is that what makes him horrible? Like horrible? You call Charlie Strong?
Is a 4-3 guy gonna be?
You call
be a 4-3 guy?
You call Charlie Strong horrible? Like, wow.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's the opinion. So this is what I'm talking about. That's the opinion. Be like, okay, cool. Next, and keep on going.
No. I mean, I be wanting to understand. Like, what do you like?
You don't need to.
You right? Horrible. Dang.
Do we need a 4-3 guy though?
Can I answer from Coach? We need a guy who can adapt, and I got that from Coach.
That's a fact.
If you're just a one coach guy who only can coach one system, then we don't need you. We need a guy who can adapt. So whether you're 4-3-3-4,
are we running?
No, I'm just I mean, like, listen, I don't know how much we're running locally, but you need, because you're not going to just get local kids. We need a guy who can adapt.
And let me back you up, Zoe.
Yeah,
Charlie run a multiple defense. He don't only run a 4-3. He run a multiple. He ran a 4-3 and a 3-4. I'm not saying we're gonna run a 3-4, but he can run multiple. He runs a multiple defense.
So we need a guy who can adapt. We need a guy who can coach.
Think about this, dog. Lane Kiffin got a DC and DJ Durkin. Dude, he done killed the dude at Maryland with the practices. Like,
Because I'm gonna answer this question for Jay Blaze, and I really want Coach to answer for you. But Coach, I'm using Coach answer that he told me earlier. He would be great as a football over the football operations, but you got tennis, golf.
That's for Mel Bratton. That's
his one. It's assistant of one of his best friends, whatever. You got tennis, golf, baseball, soccer.
Every sport,
basketball, all these other sports that he knows absolutely nothing about, really. And then you got to be a fundraiser as well. That might be a little too much for him to do, being that that's something he hasn't done. That's a big step to be able to. You got to be able all the programs when you're AD, not just football. You can't just worry about football. So he's not going to be just over football. You got to worry about every other sport. I listen to every coach and every player that comes to his office. And that's a lot to deal with. So, and then fundraising.
So that was Melvin Bratton who played, number 5. He told him, he said what his plan would be Gino Torretta as AD. Alonzo Highsmith would be the person, because he said Gino Torretta, he's already on the board of trustees. So guess what that means?
And
if he's on the board of trustees, you now make him. He already got an in with them cats. Like, look, I need this money for this. I need the money for that.
I don't think you understand how much fundraising is.
He's not mine. With some cachet.
This is not mine. This is Melvin Bratton. Melvin Bratton said this on there, and then he said Melvin Bratton says that Gino Torretta, and also it makes more sense. The quarterbacks are the face of programs. Most people remember Gino Torretta because of what else? He exactly right. Versus Alonzo Highsmith. Only people remember Alonzo Highsmith is what? I ain't scared of you, bitch. That's all they remember. I'm just saying, from the U documentary, right? So the face of it is big. And then Alonzo is over football. This is all Melvin Bratton's plan. So it makes sense to me. I like it.
Yeah. And I've been screaming that for a long time. Put him over football. Even if You had to keep Blake James. I'm just saying, you had to keep Blake James.
Hold on.
Gino like that in the middle.
Hold up, and then Ed Reed.
Guys,
hold up, and then not Ed, and then your boy Ed Reed as who? The coach.
Waiting.
So now guess. Hold on, get what you got. You got 3 former Canes and 3 big time Canes in all prominent positions. You got right now. You have Gino as the AD. You got Zoe technically the AD of football. You can give it whatever title you want, right? And then you have in a few years, if you want it that way, then you got Ed Reed as the head coach. It shouldn't be no complaining from the fan base.
Hey, coach, I'm putting this shit like this shit is epic. Like you could have said like you got to open it. Your next show, bro. You got to open up with this one, like
they already talked about it. They talked about it. I had them on there.
I know, but I mean, like one person. You need like this. I'm gonna write it down and put this shit on Facebook, Twitter. I like this. That's epic. Like I know they talk about, but that shit is. I mean, because I got to keep pushing that. Like that got to keep getting pushed. Like, because believe it or not, your voice is power, man. Your voices, people's voices are power, man. Like last thing the Miami want to do is all their fans turn on them, but that shit is. God dang, bro.
Only fear is if them boys don't win no games, do the fan base turn on the UM greats? And that is why, believe it or not, you don't see a lot of former alumni coaching at their own school. Because look at Nebraska. They done turned on Scott Frost. Now, guess what? So get what you going to do. Luckily, Steve Spurrier worked out. But when he got out of there, they was booing him. That dude had to open up a restaurant to get back in good graces.
You know what?
Got to go.
All right, coach. But I can say who won't turn on them. The true Cane fans won't turn on them, but these new Cane fans will.
I don't know about that.
Now you not turning. You won't turn. Listen, you won't turn. You won't turn on.
We turn on our own player. We turn on our current player now. Oh, look how many people laughed at. No, look how many people laughed at Gervin Hall.
Oh yeah, they turn on play. They like I wouldn't. I could. It'd be hard to think.
Can I tell you something? Believe this or not? Can I believe this or not? And I say this with 100% because I'll talk about always. I'm always for the players first. If I'm Zach McCloud, I'm never coming back to the University of Miami when I graduate. I'm shooting all y'all the middle finger. Look, y'all. I ain't donating. You know what I'm donating? I'm putting a box of shit in a thing of shit in a box and send it to y'all. The way they treat that kid, man. And here's the thing about it. I
talk about it all the time.
He's never been a cancer to the program. He's never done anything. You know what I mean? He's not a bad light. Maybe he's not making some plays, but also guess what? He also ain't being developed. He may not be.
Oh my fucking God! Did you just hear that, KDX?
Listen, because he may not have been as good as Pinckney according to them guys he came in with, but he ain't no punk. Because I'm watching him play defense end. He doing some good things. He may not be the best now. Don't get me wrong. He may not be the best. I'm not saying he's the best, but he don't deserve the ass whooping he be getting verbally from these fan base, dog.
You know, I never let nobody come in here and call a player trash. You know, Tim, I'm wrong. You cannot come in here and call a player trash or garbage. And that's why I don't let him do it over here. You not come because I can control this one here. You know what I'm saying, Coach? I can control over here. So you ain't coming here and calling a player trash or garbage. None of them. Not one player am I letting you do that to because it's not fair to them kids who actually they chose the program. And most of the players y'all call trash and garbage the ones that you wanted. The guys that you wanted. I don't even know what that super sticker is.
That's what's so funny. When you go look at their highlight, now that I'm starting to do these breakdown these highlight tape, oh, he's gonna be the next quarterman. Oh, he's gonna be the next Ray Lewis. He's gonna be as soon as he misses a tackle. He sucks. Blah, 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 blah. That's fan base. That's why I tell you, so everything don't want to respond. My last thing, and I'm definitely out of here. What flies to an elephant? Not a goddamn thing, dog. I love y'all, boy.
I love you too. I'm out too.
We'll be up, man.
We out.